And what a gigantic, titanic, insert adjective here type matchup between the Bills and Ravens, who last met just 8 months ago on this very field in the AFC Divisional Playoff, a game won by the Bills 27-25. Loop approaches the ball, it's up and away, and it's going to be in the landing zone here. Fielded at the 7 by Codrington, up to the 20, 25, looking for a gap. He's got the sideline, out to the 40, 45, and is forced out of bounds at midfield by the kicker, Tyler Loop. What a drive start for Buffalo. Just right at midfield, a 43-yard return. Here's the snap. It's a quick swing pass to Ty Johnson on left flat, up the sideline, 20, and knocked out of bounds at the 15-yard line by Kyle Hamilton, the safety. Play clock down to 5. Here's the snap. Allen back to pass, looking over the middle, and he's got him in the end zone for a touchdown. It's Dalton Kincaid. Dalton Kincaid with separation on the post, and Allen hit him right between the numbers.
That was a rifle by Josh Allen. 2 defenders closing in on him. Not many quarterbacks can make that throw in that tight of a window, but Josh Allen does it, and the Bills start off their opening possession of the season with 6 points.
Jackson in the shotgun, Justice Hill to his left. 2 receivers on the right, 1 on the left. 5 on the play clock. Here's the snap. Back to pass. Looking middle. Has time. Pressure coming. And he's sacked. Ed Oliver. Ride 'em, Cowboy. A gigantic play on 3rd down. It's a line drive wobbler. Takes an awkward bounce, but it's fielded well there by Johnson. Shakes and shimmies his way through a defender, gets away from another, and he's out to the 29, and the pile is pushing him all the way out to the 35-yard line. It's another great drive start for Buffalo's offense. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. 7 seconds on the clock with the Bills down 20-10 on this 2nd and 10. Allen back to pass, and there is no one rushing the quarterback. Fires, and it's complete to Kincaid. Did he get out of bounds with a second left? I thought he did. But the Ravens are saying, hey, the half's over.
Yeah, Ravens are running to the locker room. The Bills are sending their field goal unit on the team, on the field. It looked like that Kincaid got out of bounds with 1 second.
Hold on. The rolling on the field. Hold on, Baltimore, hold on, please. Baltimore, hold on. The rolling on the field is we're going to put 1 second on the game clock.
So Kincaid barely gets over the sideline with 1 second left on the 22-yard pass play as the ball is spotted at the 25.
The Ravens offensive players that ran into the tunnel are going to stay in the tunnel. They're not even going to stay out here and watch this field goal attempt.
Snap by Ferguson, hold by Robbins, kick by Prater is long enough, and it is good. So the Bills claw back to within 7 as they make the most of a last-ditch effort drive at the end of the second quarter, and Prater puts it up and through to make it 20-13 at the half from the 2. 2nd and goal from the 2. Here's the snap. Hand off to Cook, lowers the shoulder, and he's in for a 2-yard touchdown run. The Cook is in the kitchen with 7:47 left in the 3rd. Here's the snap. Back to pass, has to dump it off to Cook. It's a screen. Fighting for the first down, he's got it. Gets away from a defender, 35-30, 25-20. Still on his feet, 15. Cuts it back, 10, 5. Looking for the end zone, and he's upended at the 2-yard line. James Cook was on a rampage. Here's the snap, fakes the handoff. Allen rolling to his right, looking to the end zone, and he's just going to run it in all by himself. The beast has been released. He was looking for the tight end in the back of the end zone, but he was covered, so he took matters into his own hands, and it's a 2-yard touchdown run for Allen. And with that rushing touchdown, Allen has turned in to the all-time Bills leader in rushing touchdowns with 66, breaking the tie he had with Hall of Famer Thurman Thomas. It's a 4th and 2 situation. Allen going to work from the shotgun here. Bunch formation on the left. Tight end on the right.
Looks like Ravens are bringing pressure on the play.
Late motion from Moore. Here's the snap. Allen has time. Now pressure coming from Van Noy. Throws, it's high, and it's caught in the end zone by Keon Coleman. It may have been intended for Dawson Knox, but Coleman's the one that ends up with it. Agent Zero with a touchdown. Jackson under center, gonna hand it off to Henry, and he's bottled up, the ball is out! It's loose! Who's got the football? It's Buffalo ball! At the Baltimore 30-yard line, Terrell Bernard.
Wow.
He did it in the playoff game. He's done it again. Mr. Fourth Quarter.
Wow. Ed Oliver in on the penetration, and he rips the ball out of Derrick Henry's hands. There's a skirmish for the football. Terrell Bernard comes down on that one. Bills down 8 points, 3 minutes and 6 seconds left. Both teams with 3 timeouts. Ball on the 30-yard line with a chance to go tie this one up. And in a night where it feels like nothing has gone the Bills' favor, they catch a break there and have a chance to tie this football game.
But to their credit, they made that break. Here's the snap. 4-man rush. Allen back to pass. Looking over the middle. He's got Hawes, who pulls it in and is down to the 1-yard line. Jackson Hawes, the rookie, with a 29-yard reception. Allen under center here on 3rd and goal from the 1 at the 2-minute warning. I formation behind him. Here's the snap, and Allen reaches over the goal line, and he is in. He went high side this time instead of low, and he punched it in for the 1-yard touchdown run. And now Flowers in motion. Here's the snap, back to pass. Steps up in the pocket, checks it down, but he's short of the first down marker. The pass is complete to Hopkins, but he's 3 yards shy at the 38. The line to gain is the 41.
3rd and final charge timeout, Buffalo. This will be a 30-second timeout.
Big decision here for the Ravens on 4th and 3 at their own 38.
You got to punt this one away.
And the Bills offense will come out with the ball at their own 20. No timeouts. 1:26 left. Stay right where you are. And as the immortal Van Miller once said, fasten your seatbelts.
Yeah, the Bills got down 15, and a number of Bills fans filed out of this stadium in disgust. The ones that stuck around are being rewarded with a big-time finish here.
8 on the play clock. Here's the snap. Allen fires down the left side. He's got Palmer at the 40 and out of bounds at the 40-35 in Baltimore territory. Wow.
What a play.
Josh with a frozen rope. 32 yards. Ty Johnson in the backfield to the left of Allen. Here's the snap. Back to pass, blitz coming. Allen complete to Coleman. Cuts it back at the 20. Tripped up at the 10-yard line. Oh, we thought he was headed to the end zone.
They're going to put a lot of pressure on him here in his first game in a Buffalo Bills uniform, the oldest player to ever play in a game for the Bills.
Allen under center here on 3rd and goal from the 12, and he runs to the left to put it on the left hash, which is presumably where Prater wanted it. And he will come on to attempt what would be a game-winning field goal here. This will be a 32-yard attempt from the left hash for what could be the victory. They're going to run the clock down, so it is. Down to 3 seconds. Here's the snap. Hold is down. Kick on the way. And it is good. And Matt Prater, in his first game as a Buffalo Bill, has won the ball game here in Week 1. The Bills were down by 15 in the 4th quarter. They come all the way back to win the game at the gun with a 32-yard field goal for a 41-40 victory. Good evening once again, Bills Mafia. Glad to have you with us for Week 3 as we get you ready for Buffalo's first meeting with one of their most storied rivals here in Orchard Park, New York at Highmark Stadium for the last time in the regular season, as it's the 2-0 Bills hosting the 0-2 Miami Dolphins for Thursday Night Football. Chris Brown, Eric Wood coming to you live. 3 tight end set here for Buffalo. Cook the lone setback as Allen goes under center. Single receiver right. 7:45 left opening quarter. Dolphins up 7-0. Here's the snap. Hand off to Cook. Going to cut it back to the left side. Through a hole. Out to the 50. Trying to get away from the defender. Shakes another tackle. And he's into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. And the Bills will move the sticks again. Minkah Fitzpatrick on the tackle. It's a 16-yard rumble for Cook. Play clock down to 7 here with 7 minutes left in the quarter. Hand off to Cook. Going to work through another hole. Working behind blockers. And he's got another first down with Spencer Brown leading the way. Here's the snap. Back to pass. Has time. Throws underneath. Complete to Kincaid. Lowers his shoulder. And he's got another first down as he's down to the 22-yard line. Tackle made there by Rasul Douglas. But the Bills will move the sticks as it's looking awfully easy. Play clock down to 4. Here's the snap. 4-man rush. Back to pass. Looking left. And stretching and reaching for it is Kincaid. And he stumbles into the end zone for the touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown hookup. Allen to Kincaid. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying it up early.
What a whole shot throw there by Josh Allen. He sees Kincaid just get in to an open window in the zone, delivers the ball, and Kincaid does the rest, rumbling into the end zone.
Kincaid with his second touchdown in 2 home games. Here's late motion from Elijah Moore, going to take the end around. Has blockers in front, gets to the corner and up the sideline as he's wrestled out of bounds there by Jordan Brooks. But it's a first down for Buffalo as he gets all the way down to the 43-yard line in Miami territory. Allen under center, fakes the handoff to Cook, play action over the middle, and it's complete for another first down to Dalton Kincaid. He's got 12 yards, and they'll move the sticks again. They're coming in chunks, Eric.
And they're attacking the middle of the field. Dalton Kincaid is going to be used as a weapon here tonight. He is a complete mismatch going against that second level of the Miami defense.
So Anderson is still in the game, along with the 2 tight ends, Knox and Hawes. Coleman going to split out to the right side. Tight ends are on the left. And now Alec Anderson going to join them over there on the left side. Cook the lone setback. Allen under center. On 1st and goal from the 5. Motion from Hawes. Fakes the snap. Allen going to roll left. Looking for someone in the end zone. And now Shovel passes it. Complete to Jackson Hawes for his first career touchdown from 5 yards out. Josh Allen looking like Magic Johnson on the fast break and shovels it to Hawes for the score.
It looked like Josh Allen was going to take that one in with his legs. Instead, just flips it sideways to Hawes. Hawes on the play, started in motion, faked like he was going to block. They run hard play action to Cook, who's had a hot night so far. So they have to commit to the run, and Josh Allen makes them pay for the touchdown.
Here's the snap. Pitch play to the left to Cook. Blockers in front. Has a hole, and he's through it. 40, 50, and just tackled from behind by the final defender at the Miami 41-yard line, or he would have been Gone gone. And Allen going to flip Shavers tight to the right side. Fakes the handoff. Throws in the right flat. Complete to Shavers. Up the sideline, 20. And forced out of bounds at the 15-yard line by the nickel corner, Jason Marshall, who also pulls up lame with Achane behind Tua. Here's the snap. Fakes the pitch. Looking downfield. Now goes back to the flat. And buried at the 38-yard line is Devon Achane. Shaq Thompson lowered the boom.
They went back to the well. That play I mentioned, they ran 3 times. They go back to it again a 4th time, and Shaq Thompson recognizes it, beats the block of Ingold on the outside, and crushes him on the play. That sent this Highmark crowd into a frenzy here.
2 receivers left with the tight end, 1 on the right side. Back to pass, underneath, complete to Shakir. Wide open, and he's got the first down. Lunges forward, and he's brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 16 on the play. 3 receivers left, Kincaid on the right. Here's the snap. Allen steps up in the pocket, fakes the pass, going to take off and run. 30, 25, and he slides at the 21-yard line, and he's tackled from behind on a slide, and that leads to some pushing and shoving as the Bills don't appreciate someone tackling Allen from behind on a slide when he gives himself up. Bunch formation on the right. Coleman by himself on the left. Here's the snap, fakes the handoff, tunnel screen, going to Kincaid. He's got the corner, 10, 5, lunging for the end zone, and he comes up a yard short. It's going to be 1st and goal, Buffalo, on the 19-yard gain by Kincaid. As the Bills go heavy personnel here, Allen under center. Gilliam in motion left to right, handoff to Cook, who goes into the end zone almost untouched for a 2-yard touchdown run. The Cook is in the kitchen. And for the 7th straight regular season game, James Cook has a rushing touchdown that ties the team record of a rushing touchdown in 7 straight games, previously accomplished by Rob Riddick, O.J. Simpson, and Cookie Gilchrist. And Cook the lone setback as Allen goes under center. Late motion right to left from Palmer. Pitch play to the right to Cook. Through a hole, 40. Oh, and he just missed breaking up the sideline on a touchdown-saving tackle by Dante Trader, the safety, who came up and got him by his shoe tops. Takes the snap, gets it away. As they tried to block, they ran into the kicker, and it's going to draw a flag as the ball bounces at the 4, and it's down at the 2-yard line by Buffalo. We'll see if this is roughing the kicker or running into the kicker.
I mean, he was completely wiped out back there.
Roughing the kicker, number 92. Roughing the kicker is going to be a 1st down.
Zach Sealer, the guilty party.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker, number 92, the defense. 15-yard penalty, automatic 1st down.
So the kick is clearly away, and Sealer barrels into Johnston, completely undercutting him. So a foolish penalty there as he ran over the long snapper, Reed Ferguson, and then barreled into Johnston. But the Bills are threatening here. Cook in the backfield to the left of Allen in the shotgun. Shakir in motion left to right. And now in an orbit motion back to the left side. Back to pass. It's a screen pass to Shakir. Has a blocker in front. Racing to the end zone, and he's in. It's a 15-yard screen pass for a touchdown. As Shakir got great blocking downfield, got up the sideline and into the end zone. And the Bills have the lead back again.
We talked earlier in the game, are they going to come back to the orbit motion to the swing screen? And they came back to it there. Dalton Kincaid with an excellent block out in front of this one to spring Shakir for the touchdown.
And that is Josh Allen's 3rd touchdown of the night, giving him 200 career touchdown passes. One to the right with the tight end Connor. Achane to the right of 2 in the shotgun with 3:08 remaining. Here's the snap. Back to pass. Fires. It's intercepted. Picked off by Terrell Bernard. Coming the other way and out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Terrell Bernard, Mr. Fourth Quarter, comes up huge. He read Tua like a book.
You're right. He read him. They tried to get it to Waddle again. They had so much space, so much cushion. Tua thought he had another free one. Catches the football, does not scan. Terrell Bernard reads it, makes the pick, and then takes it all the way out to the Bills' 42-yard line. And this Highmark crowd is going nuts now.
2 receivers to the right with the tight end Kincaid. 1 receiver left. Here's the snap. Back to pass. Allen has to step up in the pocket, fires, it's complete over the middle to Elijah Moore, 50, 45, 40, and down to the 35-yard line. There's the catch and yards after by Elijah Moore for 30 big ones as the clock runs out on Miami, and they lose once again to Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. Welcome back to Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park, New York. Beautiful sun-splashed afternoon here in late September as we get ready for Bills Saints. Allen back to pass, has time, looking over the middle, complete to Palmer. Racing away from the defender, tackled from behind by McKinstry, but it's a 1st down for Buffalo as he's out to the 41-yard line. Allen in the shotgun on 2nd and 5 from the 43. Kincaid in motion left to right. It's a tunnel screen to Shakir. Works his way through a tackler, stays on his feet, breaks away from another, 20, 10, 5. Khalil Shakir, slippery as ever, and he's in for a 43-yard touchdown. Wow!
Fans have been begging to see the big plays. There's your big play, and it comes from a throw behind the line of scrimmage on a screen. Shakir breaks 3 tackles on the play. I have no idea how he kept his footing on the final one and then shows off that speed to break away from the defense.
Snap, fakes the handoff, looking back left side, fires, and wide open is Keon Coleman, who's wrestled to the ground, but he is in to New Orleans territory at the 49-yard line. Isaac Yadam made the tackle, but it's a 17-yard pickup. Here, Cook the lone setback, fakes the handoff, play action. Allen looking deep. He's got Coleman on the far sideline, complete. And he's wrestled out of bounds at the 24-yard line. Allen under center, motion by Hawes. Cook gonna follow him, and he is into the end zone for a 1-yard touchdown run. The Cook is in the kitchen. And with that rushing touchdown, he becomes the Bills' all-time leader in consecutive games with a rushing touchdown. It's now up to 8 consecutive games. And Eric, since 2024, no player has rushed for more touchdowns than James Cook. He's got 21 since the start of last season.
That's already his 5th this season. 2 seasons ago, prior to 2024, he was having incredible production, just not the touchdowns. Well, those touchdowns are finding him now.
2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Rattler in the shotgun. Here's the snap, orbit motion, it's a reverse. Olave going Philly special, and it's intercepted by Cole Bishop at the 2-yard line, and up the sideline he goes. What a play by Cole Bishop. It was a Philly special, and he picked it off as it was intended for the quarterback, Spencer Rattler. Gonna hand it off again to Cook, penetration, but he dodges it through a hole, and he's almost into the secondary. He is into the secondary, and out to the 45-yard line. James Cook refuses to go down today. 15 big ones. Receivers to the right, counting Knox, the tight end, 1 to the left. Back to pass, fires, and he's got Shakir for a first down and more as he knifed between 2 defenders and has the first down. That was a tight window, and Josh threaded the needle. Motion left to right from Hawes. He's going to block. Cook through a hole, lowering his shoulder, and he's got another first down. It's another 11 yards for Cook, who's going to come a yard short of 100. He's got 99. So it's 1st and 10 at the 25 as the Bills are just marching this one out. Receiver to the right, bunch on the left. Cook the lone setback. Left to right motion from Moore. Snap, fakes the handoff. Wide open on the backside is Hawes. 20, 15, and somersaults down to the 10. So it'll be 2nd and goal from the 5 as we come up on 7 minutes left in the third. Bills up 14-10, but threatening to expand that lead. Samuel in motion, doubles back to the right side. Cook the lone setback. Allen under center here. Coleman on the left. It's the snap, fakes the handoff to Cook. Allen gonna run it, tucks it, and he reaches the goal line. The beast has been released as he takes it in on a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bills are up 10 with an extra point to come. Bills gonna need one here. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, along with Kincaid, the tight end. Ty Johnson flared out left in the backfield. Allen in the shotgun, play clock down to 4. Down to 2. Here's the snap. 4-man rush. Allen going to step up in the pocket. Trips and stumbles, but he's got the first down. Still on his feet. 35, 30, and he's down to the 28-yard line. Rumble, young man, rumble. 27 yards. My goodness.
Josh said, I'll do this one myself. Give me this 3rd and 5. He drops back the pass and makes the decision to run fast. Gets tripped up right around the first down marker, but then continues to go through contact, jukes out 2 defenders at the 2nd level. He's something.
He made Pete Werner look like a house standing on the side of the road. Left him in the dust.
He buckled him.
Back in the shotgun here, split backs. Play clock down to 4 on 1st and 10 from the 28. Takes the snap, fakes the throw to the flat, looks down the sideline. He's got Kincaid, who's going to walk it in for a 23-yard touchdown. Oh, they got the Saints biting on that one. Fake to the flat, throw to the sideline, and it's easy peasy lemon squeezy.
They fake the bubble screen to the outside. Kincaid acts like he's going to block out there, and he completely leaves Granderson on the outside, who was ready to defend the bubble screen. Joe Brady with a heck of a play call there.
3 receivers right, 2 to the left in an empty set. Back to pass under pressure, and he's going to go down for a sack. A.J. Epinesa got him. Dropped him at the 24-yard line. It's a loss of 9. Rattler in the shotgun, 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Play clock down to 4. Here's the snap. 4-man rush, and they've got him again, and the ball is out. Recovered by the Saints, but it's a turnover on downs. A.J. Epinesa forced the fumble. Eric McCoy, the center, hopped on it to retain possession, but it's Buffalo football. A.J. Epinesa's having a fourth quarter.
Yeah, 2 sacks on this drive, forces a fumble there to end the football game. Great job by this Bills defense late, putting some pressure on Rattler.
Well, your final once again, Buffalo 31 and the Saints 19 as the Bills improve to 4-0 for the first time since 2020. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network. Welcome back to an electric atmosphere here at Highmark Stadium tonight for Sunday Night Football. That'll bring up 1st and 10 at the 45. I formation with the fullback Westover in there with Stevenson. Pitch goes to Stevenson out to the right. Blockers in front, but Greg Rousseau drags him down from behind. And that's exactly what defensive coordinator Bobby Babich was saying about Rousseau. They told him, we need more from you.
And he delivers early, tracks that down on a pitch play to the right, tracks it down all the way from the backside defensive end position. Great hustle by number 50 there.
Here's the snap. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And he's wrapped up. And Greg Rousseau is on him for the sack. Well, Greg Rousseau's come to play tonight. 2 plays on that drive. A tackle for loss and a sack to bring on the Patriots punt unit.
His first TFL of the season and then his first full sack on the season. The Bills showed like they were going to blitz. They get one-on-ones on the outside because of it. Greg Rousseau works a long arm pass rush to create the penetration into the pocket, brings May down for the sack.
Here's the snap. Back to pass, steps up in the pocket again, throws it across the middle, and it's caught by Kincaid, who snared it, and he's a yard or 2 shy of the first down marker. It's a 15-yard pass play out to the 22. Josh changed his mind mid-stride, Eric.
It looked like he was going to take off and run, and he finds Kincaid across the middle, who makes the diving catch. Heck of a play there by Kincaid.
Allen back to pass, looking left, now middle, pressure coming, has to avoid it, steps up, fires, and it's complete to Kincaid at midfield. Another first down for Buffalo as Kincaid is feasting at the second level. Offset eye, fakes the handoff, play action. Looking at over the middle, checks it down to Ramondre Stevenson, and he fumbles. The ball's loose, and the Bills say they have it back. No sign from the officials yet. But Terrell Bernard has the football. Who else would it be?
We got to see the replay. If this ball hit the turf.
Catch and a fumble recovered by the defense. First down, Buffalo.
And it looks like Shaq Thompson may have been the one that forced the fumble, and it is Buffalo ball. Ball back on 1st and 10. They're going flea flicker. Handoff to Davis, back to Allen. Left sideline, and it's caught by Curtis Samuel into New England territory. He's out of bounds at the 42-yard line. 2nd and 12 for Buffalo at their own 31. Bunch formation right, single receiver left. Late motion from Kincaid on the right side. Blitz coming. Allen has time over the middle, and it's complete to Kincaid for another first down. Dalton Kincaid is eating early. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff to Cook. Back to pass play action. Has time, looking down the right side. He's got Palmer at the 29-yard line. Dragged down by Gonzalez. Well, Christian Gonzalez is a number 1 pick, but they're picking on him early, Eric. Late motion left to right from Hooper, the tight end. Back to pass, looking left, and now pocket collapsing, and he's dropped for a sack. A.J. Epinesa and Deion Walker brought him down. 5:45 left and counting. Play clock down to 5. Late motion from Shavers left to right. Here's the snap. Four-man rush. Allen steps up in the pocket, going to take off and run. He's got the first down and more. 25-30, and out of bounds at the 33-yard line. Rumble, young man, rumble. It's a 20-yard scamper for Allen. So the 6-yard gain will make it 2nd and 4. As we're just underway here in the second half, Bills down 6-3. Cook the lone setback, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Allen under center, takes the snap, fakes the handoff, play action. Has time, fires to the right side, it's complete to Kincaid. Wrapped up and forced over the sideline by the safety Hawkins, but it's another first down. Allen in the shotgun, Cook to his right, 3 receivers to the right, tight end on the left side, and now Samuel in motion. Goes in an orbit motion and now doubles back out to the left. He's wide open. 5, and he'll skip into the end zone for the touchdown. Oh, the late double back motion left Curtis Samuel wide open. It's a 5-yard touchdown reception. 3 tight end set from the Bills. Allen under center. Cook the lone setback. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff to Cook, back to pass, play action. Got Kincaid wide open at the 40, out to the 50, where he's brought down at midfield by Spillane, the linebacker. Kincaid is up over 100 yards on the night. 2 tight end set, they're on the left side. Davis the lone setback, 2 receivers to the right. Allen under center, motion from Samuel, back to pass, fires, back of the end zone, complete to Keon Coleman. Agent Zero with a 2-yard touchdown reception. Welcome back to Primetime Bills Mafia. Pleased to have you with us as the Bills are on the road for the first time in a month for their 4th primetime matchup in their first 6 games. This time, we're in Atlanta. Here's the snap, play action. Allen back to pass, looking deep down the field. He's got Palmer, and he pulls it in for a huge play as he's down to the 27-yard line. They go deep on a shot play on the first play, and they hit it for 46 yards.
Hard play action, and Josh gets plenty of time in the pocket, finds Palmer over the top. The Bills start off the game with a deep shot. And that
1 receiver to the left, 2 to the right, and now Shakir in motion right to left. Allen making a check, play clock down to 3. Here's the snap, 4-man rush. Back to pass, has time, fires, and it's complete for a touchdown in the end zone to Dawson Knox. Dawson Knox with a 19-yard touchdown reception, and the Bills are an extra point away from tying it up here early. And that roar you hear are the Bills fans in attendance, making it hard for the Falcons to hear. Penix in the shotgun. Bills fans on their feet. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right on 3rd and 13. Here's the snap. Penix back to pass. Rousseau coming. Tried to wrap him up. He got away, but they've wrapped him up and dropped him. Javon Solomon finished him off for the sack. Motion from Gilliam right to left. Here's the snap. Another handoff to Cook. Through a hole like a shot. First down and more. Tripped up at the 41, but it's a first down for Buffalo as he's out to the 42-yard line on a 14-yard rip. And with the success they've had on offense tonight, you can understand the decision. 2 receivers to the right. Bijan Robinson on the left with Pitts, as the Bills have Benford on London here, which is probably a better matchup. Penix in the shotgun, takes the snap, back to pass, over the middle, and it's incomplete. Knocked away, and a turnover on downs as Taron Johnson knocks it away from the intended receiver, Washington. Big play there, and boy, did the Bills need it.
1-on-1 in the middle of the field, and Taron Johnson comes up with a huge stop for this defense.
2 tight ends and the fullback on the right. Now Gilliam in motion, doubles back to the right side here on 2nd and 4. Allen under center, here's the snap, fakes the handoff, rolls right, throws to Davis, down to the 10, the 5, dives for the pylon, and he's in! A 17-yard catch and run for Ray Davis, his first touchdown of the season. And the Bills are back in the game as they're an extra point away from cutting this deficit to 7.
Field goal attempt coming up for the Falcons.
Parker Romo from 37 yards on the left hash. Here's the snap. Hold is down. Kick is blocked. The field goal is blocked. Hancock goes to scoop it up, and he's got it at the 39-yard line. What a play by the Bills. Greg Rousseau appears to be the guy that got in there and blocked the field goal. Welcome back to Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Chris Brown, Eric Wood coming to you live. Dalton in the shotgun, 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Here's the snap. Back to pass rush coming, and wrapped up and dropped for the sack by Ed Oliver. Ride 'em, Cowboy.
Michael Hoyt in there on that play, lined up across the center. It leaves Ed Oliver in a confusion by the offensive line, completely unblocked. The right guard actually tripped over the center's feet as Ed Oliver was in pass rush. That's about the easiest sack of Ed Oliver's career. Bills force a 3-and-out on the opening possession for Carolina.
2nd and 12. Here's the snap. Back to pass, 4-man rush. Has time, looks right, pumps, now tucks it and runs, and he's caught from behind. Ball is out. Christian Bedford scoops it up, and he's coming the other way for Buffalo. Tackled at the 17-yard line. Big forced fumble there on Andy Dalton, and Buffalo's got the football.
Andy Dalton, not much of a runner, scrambles outside the pocket, goes to take off, and he's stripped from behind. The Bills come up with the early turnover.
Offset eye, Cook the deep setback. Here's the snap, another pitch to the right for Cook. Through another hole, and he's up the sideline, 40, 45, and he's shoved out of bounds by Wallace. But it's another big run for James Cook, who's cooking early, 22 yards.
You go into the bye week, you do some self-scouting, you say you're going to lean into your strengths. Well, so far, they're leaning into James Cook, who's up to 5 carries for 44 yards. He's averaging 8.8 per carry right now.
2 receivers left, Samuel and Kincaid on the right. Play clock down to 3. Here's the snap. Back to pass, has time, throws, and it's complete to Kincaid, deep over the middle, and down to the 29-yard line into Carolina territory. Another big 3rd down conversion. This one goes for 24. Cook checks back into the game. He's going to be the deep setback and an offset eye with Gilliam on the field. Receiver to each side on this 2 tight end set. Hawes in motion. Handoff to Cook. Through a hole and darts it to the open, and he is Gone gone. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, James Cook, as the cook is in the kitchen for the first time in 3 games.
Josh Allen handed that ball off, and about 1 second later threw his hands up. He knew James Cook was gone. Great blocking in the interior there, and James Cook having some fun at the end of that one, doing a flip into the end zone. James Cook is putting on a show here today in Carolina.
A 64-yard touchdown run, his longest of the season. Here's the snap, back to pass, and it's intercepted by A.J. Epinesa, going the other way, 10, 5, and he's dropped at the 1-yard line. A.J. Epinesa looked like Spider-Man, jumped up in the air, tipped the ball to himself, and pulled it in for the INT.
Oh, what a play by A.J. Epinesa. Empty formation. He recognizes immediately that they're going to try and set up a screen, gets his hands up in the air, bats it down, catches it on the 2nd attempt, takes it all the way down to the 1. Now Bills 1st and goal from the 1.
He's the lone setback as Allen goes under center. Here's the snap, and it's a sneak by Allen, and he's pushed into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he walks into the end zone there.
And he gives it to Osiris Torrance, who's going to spike it, and he gets a pretty good bounce off the spike.
Not bad, not bad. You always want that to get above your head on the spike. I think he might have done it.
Carolina in the hurry up. Dalton in the shotgun. 2 receivers to each side. Back to pass. Steps up in the pocket, but he's wrapped up and dragged down by Joey Bosa, who drops him for the sack. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Shuffles, and he's brought down for the sack by Greg Rousseau. The field goal unit hurrying on the field for Carolina. The Bills have got to get lined up. They got to get lined up on sides. They're not ready. There's the snap. Hold is down. Kick is up. And it is no good. Wide to the left. The Bills were fortunate there. They were celebrating the sack. Forgot they had to line up for the field goal. The field goal is no good by Pat Fitzgerald, just his second miss of the season. So the score remains 19-3 here at halftime. Here's the snap, back to pass, quick hitter to Shakir, spins away from the defender, he's up the sideline, 35-30, down to the 20, cuts it back 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Khalil Shakir, old reliable, goes 54 yards to the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. My goodness.
Incredible run after the catch. It's a short pass to the outside. He breaks a tackle, shows off the speed, puts a defender in a blender at the end of that one. This momentum is fully in Buffalo's favor.
And it's another empty set. Look, 3 to the right, 2 to the left, counting Hubbard and the tight end Tremble. Here's the snap. Back to pass, looking over the middle, now to the left, pumps, and he's wrapped up and dropped for the sack by Jordan Phillips. Big Phil with the quarterback takedown, and it's going to be 3rd and long. 1st and 10 for Buffalo, offset I with Cook the deep setback, Allen under center. Here's the snap, pitch play left, Cook through another hole, 15, 10, 5, and scampers into the end zone for the touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown run by James Cook, his second of the day.
Another pitch play here. We've been running this over and over. There they run it to the left-hand side. James Cook cuts it back across the grain, and he's off to the races. He is having one heck of a day. He up over 200 yards now on the game.
Andy Dalton and the Carolina offense will start at their own 29, 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Looking right, pumps, pressure getting to him again, and it's a fumble. Recovered by Deion Walker, the big fella running the other way, and tackled by Rico Dowdle at the 20-yard line. It's Buffalo football.
Michael Hoyt on the pressure, gets to Dalton in the pocket, rushing off the right-hand side. He's making his presence felt today in his first action in a Bills uniform.
3rd and goal from the 1. And they're in that formation. Ray Davis right behind Allen. There's the snap. There's the push. And he's over the goal line and in for a 1-yard touchdown on the sneak. And with that touchdown run, Josh Allen has tied Cam Newton for the most rushing touchdowns by a quarterback, including playoffs, in NFL history with 77. We're just about set for kickoff here, and the crowd is pumped. Everyone is standing right now for this opening kickoff. These meetings might be familiar, but they all sizzle in their own special way as we are underway here at Highmark Stadium. Right to left, here's the snap. Back to pass, fires it down the left flat. Shakir wide open, looks to shake the defender, ducks in between two of them, and has the first down as he slips out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 8 and a first down. Drew Tranquil on the tackles. Allen under center again. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Cook the lone setback. Play clock down to 10. Here's the snap. Hand off to Cook and a bounce it outside, and he's got the corner. Up the sideline, 45-40, and forced out of bounds by Jalen Watson. It's another first down as he goes 16 yards. 3 receivers to the right. Here's the snap. Another quick hitter, this one to Ty Johnson in the right flat, has the first down, and he's down to the 25-yard line. Good blocking downfield by the receivers. Sprung Johnson for a first down, tackled by Brian Cook.
Kansas City often on 3rd down will give exotic looks, and so you defeat those by getting the ball out of your hands quickly, get it to the perimeter. Keon Coleman with a nice block out in front of Ty Johnson there to spring him for the first.
Nice to see the Bills offense using the backs in the passing game here, Eric, early.
Absolutely.
And now he's going to flare out to the left in the backfield. Shakir coming in motion left to right as Allen's in the shotgun. He's now pulling Davis back in for protection as the Chiefs are showing blitz. Here's the snap, and it is a blitz. Allen back to pass. Looking down the right sideline for Kincaid. Complete, and he walks into the end zone for a 23-yard touchdown reception. Well, how's that for an opening act?
Kincaid loses the defender down the field, who then loses his footing. That's an easy pitch and catch there for Josh Allen to Dalton Kincaid to start this game off exactly how the Bills wanted with an 11-play scoring drive.
Kareem Hunt behind Mahomes, bunch formation on the right. Late motion from Worthy right to left. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff, looks left. Blitz coming, and they've got him wrapped up for the sack. Coming off the corner was Christian Benford.
Timely cornerback blitz there. You run it into the play action, and he comes scot-free to bring Mahomes down for a sack. They're going to give that a loss of 6 on the play. That's a gutsy call. When you blitz those corners, they can often lead to big plays, but that pays off for this Bills defense.
Here's late motion from Moore, left to right. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff, play action. Back to pass, has time. Now going to step up in the pocket. Shovel pass, complete to Hawes for a first down and out to the 49-yard line. Well, Josh Allen going into the bag of tricks. Looked like a point guard, but it's an 18-yard completion to Hawes.
Yeah, they go hard play action, looking to take a shot down the field. Nobody open down the field, so Josh runs to the line of scrimmage, gets Bolton, the linebacker, to commit to him, and then flings it over his head to Hawes.
It's the second time he's shoveled a pass to Hawes earlier this season and went for a short touchdown. Allen in the shotgun, Ty Johnson into the game. 3 receivers left. Tight end to the right. Here's the snap. Back to pass, has some time. Fires over the middle, it's complete, and racing away is Kincaid. 30, 20, 15, 10, and out of bounds at the 8-yard line. It's first and goal, Buffalo. Allen under center, motion right to left. It's another handoff to Johnson. He's through a hole and into the end zone. And he throws the ball into the stands and does a Buffalo bounce after a 3-yard touchdown run to retake the lead for the Bills.
The exact same play 2 times in a row. Inside zone to the left. The first one he cuts back there. He keeps it play side on the left side. Follows right behind David Edwards and Deion Dawkins in for the score.
A quick answer by the Buffalo offense. So here we go, 4th and 4. And the call is in late again. Bills are just getting lined up. Chiefs are ready to go. 2 receivers right with the tight end Kelsey, 1 to the left. Mahomes in the shotgun, crowd in a frenzy. Late motion from Burchard out of the backfield, fires, it's incomplete. The quick slant to Rice is broken up by Bishop. And it's a turnover on downs for Buffalo.
Back-to-back pass breakups by Cole Bishop to force the turnover on downs.
4:12 left in the half, and 1st and 10 for the Bills at their own 40. Offset eye with Cook the deep setback. Allen under center. Motion from Hawes right to left. Handoff to Cook. Through a hole up the middle. And dodges the safety. He's got a first down and more as he's into Kansas City territory. Man, he is quick as a hiccup.
Yeah, he does such a good job with his pace. There's times where he shows patience there. He sees the hole in the middle of the defense. It explodes through it. Makes the safety miss. And able to pick up a big gain.
Allen under center. Single receiver left is Coleman. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff. Back to pass. Fires down the right sideline. And it's complete to Knox, who's out of bounds. It's going to be 1st and goal, Buffalo. Down to the 3-yard line. It's a 30-yard pass play.
Beautiful play action concept there as they fake the handoff to Cook. The defense for Kansas City sells out. Knox acts like he's blocking on the outside and then slips the defender and able to get behind the Kansas City secondary to get them down to the 3. I expect them to go with the Josh Allen sneak.
Bills going jumbo package here. Alec Anderson on the field. Allen under center. Reggie Gilliam sets up the push behind. And no signal from the official. They don't think he broke the plane. We're going to have a repeat of a AFC Championship game. How we doing on the spot, guys?
Yeah, it was,
3rd and final.
looks like Josh is across the end zone. It looks like he just barely gets the football over the white. Only the nose of the football has to touch the white end line, and it looked like he was over it, but the ruling on the field was that he was short.
As the replay assistant upstairs said he did cross the plane of the goal line, as we could clearly see on replay, and it is a 1-yard touchdown for Josh Allen. And with that rushing touchdown, he has become the first quarterback and fourth player ever with at least 6 rushing touchdowns in each of his first 8 seasons, joining Hall of Famers Jim Brown, Marshall Faulk, and LaDainian Tomlinson. He also passed Cam Newton for most rushing touchdowns by a quarterback in NFL history. That is his 78th. Bunch formation left, single receiver right. Hunt to the right of Mahomes in the shotgun, 3rd and goal from the 1. Play clock down to 2. Here's the snap. Fires, looking for a Kelsey, and he's labeled as the ball goes flying behind him. Oh, Cole Bishop buried the crown of his helmet into his sternum.
Yeah, Kelsey's
incomplete.
Kelsey's slow to get up. He's going to walk to the sideline. So Kansas City's going to send out the field goal unit here. That tackle on the recovery by Christian Benford looks to be a massive play, as Kansas City appears to have to settle for the field goal. As we get to see the replay, Cole Bishop labeled Travis Kelce in the back of the end zone.
Chiefs showing blitz here on 3rd and 2. Here's the snap. Handoff. No, it's a keeper by Allen, who races over the right side for a first down and more. Oh, the read option keeper works like a charm as he's out to the 36 for a gain of 11. Here's the snap. Back to pass, 4-man rush. Complete to Shakir on a crossing route and up the sideline and out of bounds at the 48. They're going to mark him at the 49. It's a 20-yard pass play. Here's the snap. Back to pass. 5-man rush. Allen gets rid of it. Looking for more. And it's complete. Down to the 10-yard line. He split the safety in the corner.
See if the Bills get right back up on the football. If it's another James Cook handoff, it looks like it could be a QB sneak here.
Here's the snap. There's the handoff. The shove is there. And he is in for a 1-yard touchdown run. Josh Allen with his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. And he hands it to Spencer Brown, who spikes it with authority.
And then Josh Allen catches the spike and spikes it again. This Bills offense is fired up. Elijah Moore coming up with a big-time reception on that drive to get them down to the 10-yard line. James Cook, a couple rushes to get him down to the goal line. And then Josh Allen just wills himself into the end zone, getting pushed by his teammates there for the score.
2nd and 8 here for the Chiefs as we start the 4th quarter. Bills up 28-13 at the Buffalo 31. 3 to the right, 1 to the left for the Chiefs. Hunt to the left of Mahomes in the backfield. Here's the snap. 4-man rush. Pocket collapsing. They've got him wrapped up for the sack. Joey Bosa, the Italian stallion, flexing the biceps and dropping Mahomes.
Working one-on-one on the left tackle, Jalen Moore. Patrick Mahomes has to eat that sack in the pocket. It collapsed on him way too quickly for him to be able to escape.
It's a 9-yard loss. Crowd on their feet, getting noisy. Bunch formation right. Kelsey by himself on the left. 5 on the play clock. Mahomes in the shotgun on 3rd and 11. Play clock down to 1. Here's the snap. Pressure coming. Mahomes heaves it down the field, looking for Worthy. It's picked off by Maxwell Hairston at the Buffalo 32-yard line. The rookie with a takeaway. Joey Bosa got the pressure, and it led to an arm punt by Mahomes, and Hairston camped out under it and picked it off.
The Bills left 5 defensive linemen in the game, all pass rushing on that play. Joey Bosa able to apply the pressure to make Mahomes throw it off his back foot, essentially an arm punt in that situation where they get the Bills all the way back down to their 33. But that's a big-time play by Max Hairston, again, running stride for stride with Worthy down the field.
2nd and 10 from the Buffalo 40. Bills clinging to a 28-21 lead. Mahomes in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Kelsey on the right side as well. Here's the snap, it's low. Back to pass, pressure coming. He steps up in the pocket, heaves it to the end zone, looking for Thornton, and it's incomplete. Broken up. Cole Bishop and Jamarcus Ingram were in there. And boy, was there ever a good time to have a 6'2 corner in the end zone.
You're exactly right. Beautiful pass breakup again by Cole Bishop. I believe that's his third on the day.
That's a fantastic
Maybe
play.
having his best game as a pro here tonight against the Chiefs.
3 seconds left in regulation on 3rd and 10 from the 40. This will be the last play of regulation. Crowd is whipped into a frenzy. Mahomes in a shotgun. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Here's the snap. Pass rush coming. Mahomes retreating. Heaves it down the field. And it's knocked down and incomplete. And that's the ball game as the Bills escape with a 28-21 victory. Buffalo's pass rush is critical in the dying moments as Mahomes has to throw off his back foot on each of the last 2 plays. It leads to incompletions, and the Bills get their 6th win of the season. Hello, Bills Mafia. Glad to have you along with us here in Week 11 as the Bills return home for their final matchup in their run through the NFC South. It's the 6-3 Buffalo Bills hosting the 6-3 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Chris Brown, Eric Wood coming to you live. Line drive kick. This is returnable from the 4. Hardman, 25-30, through a hole, 40, cuts it to the sideline, 50, 45, cuts it back, 40, and he's into Bucs territory at the 46-yard line. Well, that'll work. A 50-yard return for Hardman. Cook the lone setback. Alec Anderson in as the extra offensive lineman. Reggie Gilliam lines up behind Allen. It's a sneak to the left, and they shove him right into the end zone for a 2-yard touchdown run. The beast has been released.
They motion Gilliam back in the backfield to get the tush-push situation, and Josh Allen goes over to the left-hand side, and Deion Dawkins and David Edwards lead blocking ahead of that one, and Josh goes in the end zone, does a little Euro step celebration, and then lets Deion Dawkins spike that ball to the turf.
It's a 2 tight end set, but Kaleki Latu, the practice squad call-up, is wide to the right, outside the numbers. And now Knox joins him on the right. It's an empty set, play clock down to 2. Allen in the shotgun 1, and there's the snap. Back to pass, looking left, pumps, rolls to his right, pocket collapsing, comes back to his left, heaves it down the left sideline for Shavers in the end zone for a touchdown. A broken play goes for 6, 43 yards.
That's the Josh Allen that we've come to know in Buffalo. And Josh scrambling around the backfield. Looks like he's going to take off and run with it himself on 3rd and 3. Instead, 5 Shavers all the way down the field in the left corner of the end zone for the touchdown. He put some heat on that ball down the field.
Kick is away and fielded by Ray Davis at the 5, out to the 20. Looks to cut it back, 25-30, through a hole and up the sideline, 40, and out to midfield at the 50-yard line. He's tackled by Nick Jackson right along the near sideline, but it's a 43-yard return for Ray Davis. Allen in the shotgun here. Johnson flared out to the left in the backfield. 3 receivers left, counting the tight end, 1 to the right. And it's a tunnel screen to Ty Johnson through a hole and up the sideline, 40, 35, 30. It's a foot race, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Ty Johnson. Mercy. 51 yards to pay dirt. And Eric, makes you feel like they took advantage of what they missed on the last series. He was wide open in the flat. It looked a lot different on a screen, but he got to the sideline in a hurry.
He did, and it's great blocking out in front of this one. Those screen plays don't go for 53-yard touchdown or 51-yard touchdowns unless you have great blocking out in front of it. Give Curtis Samuel an assist. Curtis Samuel, one of the littlest players on the field, has a great block on the edge.
Here's the kick by McLaughlin. It's a line driver. Goes to Davis at the 10, to the 20. Cuts it to the middle of the field. Now busts it outside, 35-40, 45-50. And he's into Tampa Bay territory. Knocked down at the 45-yard line. Another long return, and he's run it the same exact way, Eric. He cuts it inside to the middle, finds a gap, and then busts it to the sideline. He's done that 3 times today. Bill's going to try to get off the field here. Tampa Bay 5 for 10 on third down opportunities this afternoon. Bunch formation left, single receiver right. Just gets the snap off. Mayfield looking to the right, and it's picked off! Cole Bishop with the interception. Back on his feet, up the sideline, and down to the 25. Cole Bishop with a huge play as the defense gets a takeaway. And glorious field position once again, Eric, for this Bills offense.
Cole Bishop continues to just keep getting better as this season goes on. This is a remarkable play by the second-year safety, running in man-to-man coverage across the field with Ibuka. They ran double coverage there. Taron Johnson and Cole Bishop on him, understanding where he wants to go with the football in that situation. Cole Bishop undercuts it because he's got Taron Johnson over the top, makes Baker Mayfield pay. The Bills able to force their first turnover of the game, and now with 3:53 left in this third quarter, they take over at Tampa Bay's 25-yard line.
Allen in the shotgun on 1st and 10 from the 25. Orbit motion from Shakir. Back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. Looks for Cook on the wheel route. And he's into the end zone. The Cook is in the kitchen for a 25-yard touchdown reception. Oh, that changed quickly.
You often take your shots off of sudden change there. The Bills take over the 25-yard line. They fake the orbit motion and act like they're going to go out to Shakir. Well, off of the play fake, James Cook slips out of the backfield on the wheel route to get in for the touchdown. What a play call there by Joe Brady. They end up getting James Cook one-on-one on the outside against Nelson, the outside linebacker. That's a mismatch.
Knox and Johnson flanking Allen in the shotgun. Play clock down to 5. Here's the snap. Blitz is coming. They pick it up. Fires to the right sideline. Bounces, and then it's caught on the sideline for a first down by Samuel. He bobbled the ball as it was a bullet in his chest. And one referee says out of bounds.
Incomplete pass. 4th down.
So after one referee called it inbounds, Samuel catches it, and the other ref says out of bounds.
You got to challenge this if you're Sean McDermott. We just got to see the replay.
After replay assistance, the ruling is a first down, completed pass.
I don't see how the official that came in from behind that couldn't see through the Tampa defender decided to overturn that, but ultimately the review assist helps. And on 3rd and 11, Josh with a big-time throw to the outside to Curtis Samuel to get the first down.
Motion left to right from Shakir. Cook the lone setback. Play action. Pressure coming. Allen rolls right. Looking downfield. Fires. And it's complete to Gabe Davis at the 30. And tackled at the 27-yard line. Another big pass play as the Bills are on the move with 10:30 left and counting. Down 32-31. Latu, Palmer, and Knox on the left. Single receiver right. Ty Johnson to the right of Allen. The shotgun. Play clock down to 1. Here's the snap. 4-man rush. Allen steps up in the pocket. Fires over the middle. Complete to Knox, who's down to the 5-yard line. It's a 23-yard pass play. It's 1st and goal, Buffalo. 3 receivers left. Knox on the right. Cook to the right of Allen in the shotgun. Play clock down to 3. Here's the snap. Allen going to run it over the right side. Looking for the end zone. And the beast is in once again for a 5-yard touchdown run. It's a 5-touchdown day for Josh Allen.
We haven't seen many designed quarterback runs this season, but Joe Brady dials one up there on the off-tackle run to the right-hand side. And Josh Allen walks in the end zone.
Or we'll see if, he's going to be up on the line as a rusher here.
Yeah, likely going to spy. Baker Mayfield's crushed us on the scrambles on 3rd downs.
Play clock down to 5. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Mayfield in the shotgun. Here's the snap. Back to pass, looking underneath, and it's incomplete. Broken up by Cam Lewis. Intended for Sterling Shepard. And the punt unit has to come out for Tampa Bay. Big stop for Buffalo. And Cam Lewis has had a heck of a season. Coming up on 5:10 and counting left in this game. Bills up 37-32. Allen going to go under center on 2nd and 2 from the 42. Cook the lone setback. Fakes the handoff, going to roll right. Toss it to Cook, and he's up the sideline. 50, 40, looks to shake the defender. Lowers the shoulder, and is forced over the sideline by Winfield as he's down to the 35-yard line. It's a 23-yard pass play. 3 receivers to the left. Cook to the right of Allen in the shotgun here on 2nd and 4. Allen back to pass. Now going to tuck it and run as he's looking for the end zone. And the surge pushes him in. He is a beast with a capital B. He is a scoring machine. He's unbelievable. He has tied his career high in a football game with his 6th touchdown. He did it last season on the road in a loss to the Rams.
And this is the exact same play. They scored a touchdown on his last rushing touchdown. Put James Cook in motion out to the left and then run off tackle with Josh Allen going back to the right. That's also about the most emotion I've seen from Josh Allen after a play this entire season.
3 receivers to the left. Tight end Otten on the right. White to the right of Mayfield in the shotgun. Play clock down to 3 years the snap. 4-man rush. Has time. Looking for somebody to get open. He's hit. Fumble. And the Bills have the football. Daquan Jones buried Baker Mayfield for the first time in the ball game. And Dorian Williams jumped on it for the 2nd takeaway. And the Bills are going to put this one to bed. Welcome back to NRG Stadium here in Houston, Texas, as we get you ready for Bills-Texans on Thursday Night Football. And the Bills are keeping their offense on the field here at their own 29-yard line, and the crowd's going to get into it here. Could Josh just be trying to get the Texans to jump, or are they going to run the ball? Allen under center. Motion from Reggie Gilliam. Lines up behind Josh, who jumps over the formation, and he's got the first down. Allen in the shotgun. Ty Johnson flared out to the right in the backfield. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Here's the snap. Back to pass. Quick hitter to Ty Johnson. Going to run it up the right sideline. He's got the first down and more as he's out of bounds at the Buffalo 46-yard line. It's a 13-yard pass play and a first down for Buffalo as Shavers is split wide to the right. Allen going to go under center here. Offset eye. Cook the deep setback on 3rd and 1. Late motion from Hawes. Handoff to Cook. Cuts it inside. He's got the first down through a hole. 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, James Cook. 45 yards to the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Oh, he got through the line of scrimmage, and it was taillights time for Cook.
Houston's defense was packed in, anticipating a sneak. Instead, they run it off tackle. James Cook finds a crease and does the rest. Shows off that breakaway speed, which we've seen so many times this season.
And yet another 40-plus yard run for a touchdown. He had 4 of them last year. I believe that's his 2nd of the season this year. Play clock down to 2. Here's the snap. 4-man rush. Allen has time. Looks down the left sideline, and it's complete to Gabe Davis, who's wrestled to the turf, but he's out to the 28-yard line. It's a 22-yard pass play and a first down. 1st and 10 from the 42. Allen under center. Handoff goes to Cook, cuts it all the way back, and he's got it opening up the right sideline. 50, 45, and just chooses to go out of bounds after he has the first down into Houston territory at the 45. It's a 15-yard scamper for James Cook. So the Bills going for it here on 4th and 2 from the 37. Allen in the shotgun. A receiver and a tight end and a running back on the left, 1 to the right. Here's the snap. Back to pass, 4-man rush. Fires, looking down the sideline, and it's complete for a first down to Ty Johnson. Oh, the running backs are involved again, and they are eating. Ty Johnson, Ray Davis, deep to return for Buffalo as Fairbairn sets to kick this one away with 1:56 left in the half. Kick is going to go to Davis, who fields it at the 2, out to the 10, 15, coming up the middle, 25, bounces off a tackle, spins, and he's out to the 40, cuts it back 50. He's going to go the distance. Happy birthday, Ray Davis, all the way for a flip into the end zone for a touchdown. Oh, the birthday boy goes coast to coast for 6.
Oh, he spins out of a would-be tackler at his own 30 and then off to the races. Kai Fairburn, no shot at him in the open field. Ray Davis had 3 great returns last week against the Bucs, was so close to breaking one here in Houston. He makes this Houston kickoff team pay on that one.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Ty Johnson in the backfield to the left of Allen in the shotgun here on 3rd and 13 from the Buffalo 32. Here's the snap, 4-man rush, pressure coming. Allen rolls out, looking for somebody open down the field. He's going to take off and run. Looking for the first down marker, and he's got it as he slides, and he's down at the 46-yard line. So Allen with a 14-yard run, and he extends the drive for Buffalo. Shaver's the lone receiver on the left. Cook the deep setback as Allen goes under center on 2nd and 8. Play clock down to 6. Here's the snap. Handoff to Cook through a hole on the left side. Busted to the sideline. 45-40. Up the sideline. 35. And tackled out of bounds at the 32-yard line. James Cook is cooking. 20-yard run up the sideline. Play clock down to 2. Allen in the shotgun. Here's the snap. Back to pass. Blitz coming. And they've got him beat on the screen. Shakir racing. Cuts it back. Tries to shake a defender. He's got the first down. He's up the sideline. 35, 30, 20. And out of bounds at the 21-yard line. How do you spell yards after catch? S-H-A-K-I-R. 44 yards. Going to be 4th down here. So this is the last-ditch effort. But the thought that picking up 27 yards is realistic with the way this defense is feasting right now.
Yeah, you're likely not going to have enough time to develop something down the field for 27 yards. This might have to be a
hook and ladder.
Josh Allen scramble down the field, look for a lateral backwards. Looking gloom right here.
51 seconds left, 4th and 27. Bills have to make it happen here. 2 to the left, 3 to the right. Empty set. Here's the snap. 4-man rush. Allen throws it over the middle. It's complete to Palmer. Hook and ladder. And they're going to get the first down. Up the sideline is Shakir. And he's out of bounds at the 26-yard line. The hook and ladder, baby.
You called it.
46 yards.
Holy smokes. Give the Bills life.
Good afternoon, Bills fans. Hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving this week with your family and friends, as we are just about ready to get started here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania in Week 13, a titanic game in terms of AFC playoff positioning for both the Steelers and the Bills here this afternoon. Allen going to work under center here. Lone setback is Cook. Receiver to the left, 2 to the right. Here's the handoff to Cook, cuts it all the way back, and he's up the right sideline, 30, 35, 40, and is forced out of bounds. And it's a first down, a carry of 19 yards. Jalen Ramsey forced him over the sideline. 1st and 10 at the 26. Pistol look from the Steelers here with Warren behind Rodgers. And he's going to take, no, it's a fake handoff, play action. Rodgers darting, pressure in the pocket, he sacked and he fumbled. It's scooped up by Benford, and he races to the end zone for the touchdown. Joey Bosa with his team record 5th forced fumble of the season leads to a turnover and a touchdown for Buffalo. Oh my!
Aaron Rodgers playing with a cast on his hand. We thought ball security may be an issue, and it rears its head on the first play of the second half as Joey Bosa is able to get to the quarterback, force the fumble. Christian Benford, Johnny on the spot, picks it up and takes it in for the score. Christian Benford had actually come on a corner blitz on the play. That's why he was already in the backfield and in that position. What a play by this Bills defense to give the Bills the lead just one play into the second half.
It's officially a 17-yard return for a touchdown. Back to pass is Rudolph, looking left, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Benford. It was intended for Darnell Washington. He overshot the 6'7" tight end, and Benford has his second takeaway of the game.
Back-to-back possessions. Christian Benford forced the turnovers. Now 2-2 in the turnover differential department. Christian Benford playing center field behind that pass. It's a smart play by him not to go in for the hit and just try to make a play on the football.
Bills have evened the turnover margin. It's now at 0 after the second takeaway of the game by Benford. 13-16 left, and it's Buffalo football with a 10-7 lead. Receiver to each side. Here's the snap. Fakes the pitch. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Completes it over the middle to Knox, who's past the first down marker and into Pittsburgh territory at the 44-yard line. Here's another handoff for Cook through a hole on a nice lead block. First down and more. 20, 15, 10. Carrying defenders inside the 10 to the 6-yard line. It's first and goal, Buffalo, on a 32-yard rip by Cook.
And that'll put James Cook over 100 yards. You're going to get, even if you don't get this, you're going to give him a long field. Substitution now for the Bills. 22 seconds left on the play clock. They're bringing Latu, the tight end, as well as a couple other receivers.
2 tight ends set. Fourth and goal from the one officially. It's just inside the 2-yard line. 2 receivers to the left with Knox, 1 on the right. Allen in the shotgun, motion, pumps, Allen fires into the end zone to Keon Coleman for the 1-yard touchdown reception. And a flag flies after the play as a Steelers defender was in the face of Josh Allen, and I think it was Cameron Hayward.
Yeah, I told you. Josh said something to him in the first half and really got in his head. And there's this likely going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, and it might be on Josh, who was in his face and kind of barking at him. But Josh Allen manipulating the pressure in the pocket perfectly. Looked like he was going to take it to Knox on the outside, going right into the flat. Instead, he pumps, gets the defender to jump, and then finds Keon in the back of the end zone.
Cook in the backfield. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff, play action. Rolling right. Throws it underneath, complete to Hawes, tiptoeing the sideline. He's got the first down, and he's spun over the near sideline out of bounds by Peyton Wilson, but that'll move the 6 as Ray Davis is checked into the game. Receiver to each side on 2nd and 9. Here's the snap, fakes the handoff, play action. Pocket collapsing, steps up in the pocket, avoids the rush. Allen off to the left side, green grass in front, and he's going to get the first down and coast over the sideline as you've got some frustrated Steelers in the Bills' offensive backfield.
Yeah, 2 different Steelers got their hands on him. First, Cam Hayward created the initial pressure, then Nick Herbig missed the sack, and then he trips Cam Hayward, who was in pursuit of Josh, and Josh picks that one up.
It's an 11-yard scramble.
Yeah, Josh Allen now up to 27 yards rushing on 6 carries in the game.
Here's the snap, handoff to Davis, coming downhill over the left side. Bounces off a tackle, dragging defenders with him for a first down and a 12-yard gain to the Pittsburgh 42-yard line.
Ray Davis is running with some confidence in this game when he's gotten the opportunities. Huge hole on the left side there created by Connor McGovern and David Edwards. Ryan Vandermark also over there on that left side.
They'll stay in the 2 tight end set here. 1 receiver to each side. Hand off to Davis. Cuts it up inside. Working through traffic. Still on his feet. And near a first down again. It's another 10-yard rip for Ray Davis. Malik Harrison on the stop.
I don't know how he scored it through that hole. Looked like he was stuffed right in the middle of the line of scrimmage. Instead, he gets out of it. And it looks like they're going to give him the first on the play.
Johnson and Cook split backs, flanking Allen in the shotgun. Here's the snap, back to pass. Pressure coming, fires into the right flat, complete to Cook, up the sideline, and still on his feet, and tiptoes out of bounds for a first down. It's going to be first and goal, Buffalo from the 7. Davis out wide to the right, Shakir and Cooks on the left. Allen in the shotgun here with Ty Johnson to his right on 3rd and goal from the 8. Here's the snap. Allen going to keep it, going to look to bust it outside, lowers the shoulder, the surge pushing him forward, progress, he's in for the touchdown. The Beast has been released as he goes 8 yards for a touchdown as the Bills take control of this one with 14:08 left.
3rd and 8, 3rd and goal from the 8. Why not just let Josh Allen have a designed quarterback run there and go all the way in for the score? That was a thing of beauty. Steelers with an extra offensive lineman here for this 4th and 2.
Extra offensive lineman and 2 tight ends. Rodgers in the shotgun. Gainwell to his right. Here's the snap. Handoff to Gainwell. Bottled up at the line of scrimmage, and he's stopped for a turnover on downs by Buffalo. Matt Milano was in there with Greg Rousseau and Jordan Phillips, and they stoned him. 10-11 left, and the Bills get the ball back on the turnover on downs. What a night for the defense. This is Buffalo Bills football. Good afternoon, Bills Mafia. Happy to have you with us as we've reached December and Week 14, where the 8-4 Buffalo Bills play host to the 4-8 Cincinnati Bengals here at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Chris Brown, Eric Wood coming to you live. Motion right to left from Shavers. Allen under center, fakes the handoff, play action over the middle, and it's complete. And running up the sideline is Dawson Knox for a huge first down as he's in to Cincinnati territory.
Bills come into this game with the #1 rushing attack in the NFL, so they start this game off with a hard play action fake to James Cook, and Dawson Knox comes wide open across the middle of the field as all of the Bengals linebackers got sucked up into the line of scrimmage.
Offset eye as they have Cook and Johnson on the field. Here's the snap, goes to the up man. Johnson, first down, breaks to the outside. Oh, he lost his footing. He saw the end zone and got out over his skis, and he's down at the 14-yard line, maybe the 13. He saw the end zone. He went for 22 and a first down, but he missed the chance at a touchdown. He fell.
Oh, that should have been 6 there. The Bills are going to get right back on the football.
And now motion from Reggie Gilliam, who's checked into the game. Fakes the pitch, goes underneath, complete to Knox. Got the first down, coming up the near sideline. And he's got out to midfield, maybe even into Bengals territory to the 49. It's a 16-yard pass play. Oren Burks on the stop. Ty Johnson up near the line of scrimmage for protection. Back to pass is Allen. Pocket collapsing, rolling to his left. Fires, and it's complete to Gabe Davis for a first down. Knocked over the sideline by DJ Turner, but it's a huge first down on the 4th down conversion by Buffalo. 17 yards.
How many times have we seen that? Josh Allen on the scramble drill. Gabe Davis stays alive along the sideline. Huge play for the Bills on 4th and 4 to pick up the first and get down to the 28-yard line of the Bengals. The Bills going to leave their offense on the field. Late substitution here, putting in Ty Johnson here for this 4th and 4 coming up for the Bills. This is a huge play coming up.
Dawson Knox took a knock on his left hand, came off the field, flexing it and grabbing it. Big 4th and 4 here. Play clock down to 4. Allen in the shotgun. Here's the snap. Back to pass. Has time. Nobody open. Rolling right. Nowhere to go. He's hemmed in. Fires late. And it's complete to Shakir in the end zone for a touchdown. He waited until the last possible second. And it's an 11-yard touchdown pass as he whistled it behind the ear of a defender for the score.
That's a classic Josh Allen play. Keep the plays live as long as you possibly can. Flag comes in at the end of this one. I expect this one to be a roughing the passer at the end as Josh Allen took a big shot at the end of that one.
So the Bills are going to go for 2 here, down 14-9 with 7:27 left in the half. I formation here from the Bills. Allen under center. Gilliam and Cook behind him. Kincaid in motion, doubles back, fakes the handoff, rolling right. Nobody open, fires back in the end zone. There's Dawson Knox, who got away from Barrett Carter, the linebacker, for the 2-point conversion. And the Bills have pulled to within 3. It's 14-11 Cincinnati with 7:27 left. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left, and now Shavers in motion right to left. Here's the snap, handoff to Cook, through a hole on the left side, first down and more. Spinning off a tackle, and he's out to the 49-yard line. It's a 17-yard rip for James Cook. Play clock down to 1. Here's the snap, back to pass. Blitz coming off the corner, and they've got him. Christian Benford came screaming off the edge. Joe Burrow never saw him, and he's dropped for the sack.
Timely blitz call there by the Bills. You run the corner blitz.
3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left in an empty set. Allen going to work from the shotgun here as Ty Johnson now motions back into the backfield to the left of Allen and takes the snap. Looking left, now rolling right, has green grass in front of him. Gonna tuck it and run for the first down. Over midfield and upended, but into Cincinnati territory and down at the 43-yard line. It's a nice scamper there by Allen for 15 yards and a first down. Geno Stone made the tackle.
Josh Allen knew his man-to-man coverage based upon the motion from Ty Johnson, and so as soon as Myles Murphy lost leverage on an inside pass rush on Vandermark on the right side, Josh Allen just scampers out of there knowing he's going to get that with his legs.
That's actually Brandon Cooks in the backfield there. Allen back to pass, blitz coming, hits Cook up the left sideline, 30, 20, 15, 10, and forced out of bounds by Battle. It's going to be first and goal, Buffalo from the 9. Cook slips out, breaks a tackle, and almost goes the distance. Bunch formation right, two receivers left, and now Kincaid in motion, doubling back to the right side. Allen back to pass, fires, Kincaid, touchdown Buffalo! A 6-yard touchdown reception. Welcome back, Dalton Kincaid. After a 4-game absence, the tight end scores his 5th receiving touchdown of the season.
Josh Allen rifled the ball to Kincaid there on the slant route. The momentum seems to be shifting here. After starting the game 1 for 5 on third down, Bills go 2 for 2 on their last 2.
Cook to the left of Allen in the shotgun. Kincaid on the right side in a bunch formation with 2 receivers, 1 to the left. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff, screen to Kincaid. He's got the first down, up the near sideline, 30, and out of bounds at the 27-yard line. They're going to give him further than that. They'll give him the 24-yard line as Jalen Davis forced him out of bounds. It's a 19-yard pass play on the screen.
The Bengals had 6 guys in between the tackles lined up there at the line of scrimmage. That's a great answer by the Bills offense to flick that ball out to the outside on the screen play to give Kincaid plenty of space on the outside to pick up that first down easily.
Here's the snap, back to pass, 4-man rush. Allen pumps, fires to the right sideline. It's caught by Shavers, but I don't know if he got the feet down. They're saying it's a reception.
The Bills need to get right back up on the football to not have Cincinnati too much time to look at this.
It's a 15-yard pass play. Dax Hill in coverage. Bills up on the ball. Allen in the shotgun. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff. It's a screen play to Kincaid. Up the near sideline. Lowers the shoulder. And it's another first down for Buffalo. Well, Eric asked for urgency, and we've seen it here.
Yeah, I'd like to see the Bills stay in this up-tempo offense. They got the Bengals defense on their heels right now.
So 2nd and 10 from the Cincinnati 40 with 7:41 left. Here's the snap, back to pass, blitz coming. Allen steps up in the pocket, 40, 30, down to the 20. Allen looking for the end zone, and he's in for a 40-yard touchdown rip. The beast has been released. My goodness, what a touchdown run by Allen. Everyone's back was turned, and there was nothing but white snow in front of Allen to run through, dashing through the snow to the end zone.
Bengals brought a blitz on the play. As soon as Josh Allen escapes the pocket, nobody home. And Josh Allen makes him pay with his legs there for the score.
Burrow under center on 1st and 10 from the 33. Brown the lone setback, receiver to each side. And it's intercepted! Jumping up in the air is Benford. Gets away from Burrow. 30, 20, 10, 5. Your AFC Defensive Player of the Week has done it again. Christian Benford with a go-ahead touchdown.
Christian Benford comes on a corner blitz. Joe Burrow tries to beat him with the football. Instead of batting it out of the air, Christian Benford picks it off, breaks away from the tackle from Burrow with a game-changing play. What a play by Christian Benford there.
67-yard interception return for a touchdown, his 2nd defensive touchdown in as many games.
And what a play that was by Benford. Bills continue to stay aggressive with their blitzes, and they make them pay there.
1st and 10 for Cincinnati from their own 34. Burrow in the shotgun, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Here's the snap. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Pass is batted out of the air. Intercepted by Epinesa. dropped at the 29-yard line. The Bills defense comes up huge.
By the defense, first down, Buffalo.
Buffalo's defense goes via the takeaway once again and have completely turned this game on its ear.
Back-to-back interceptions for this Bills defense. Jordan Phillips tips this ball up into the air, and it skyrockets into the air. A.J. Epinesa retracing off of his pass rush. Ball comes right to him for the pick. And so now the Bills take over with 5 minutes and 11 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
Cook to his right in the backfield, 2 to the right, 1 to the left, and Shakir now in motion, going to go in orbit motion back to the right. Allen back to pass, has time, fires over the middle. It's complete to Knox, running for a first down, and he's got it, upended at the 10-yard line. It's going to be first and goal, Buffalo. Tight ends continue to kill the Cincinnati defense.
So now it's going to be 4th and 3, and I think if you're Sean McDermott here, you got to kick the field goal and put yourself up 7. The offense is going to march back out on the field. Josh Allen walking back out there. This is an aggressive decision here by Sean McDermott. It could be a situation where you try to get him to jump off sides and try and get a free play here. But this is risky. You have the opportunity to put yourself up 7.
3:09 left, and this has suddenly become the biggest play of the game. 4th and goal from the 3. Bills are up 4 and looking to put further distance between them and the Bengals here. I formation. Cook the deep setback with Gilliam in front of him. Allen under center. Here's the snap. Back to pass. Nobody open. Pumps. Looking right. Fires. And wide open in the end zone is Jackson Hawes. And it's Snow Angel time in the end zone for Buffalo. A 3-yard touchdown pass from Allen to Hawes may have put enough distance between the Bills and the Bengals for victory.
10-point lead now for the Bills, 38-28. Josh Allen off the hard play action. Again, great pass protection by the offensive line. Jackson Hawes initially blocks on the play, then releases out into the route, completely lost in coverage there. Easy pitch and catch for the score.
So now the Bills in a very precarious situation here after the loss of 7 on the sack. They're facing a 3rd and 15 at their own 25. You do not want to punt it back to Joe Burrow in a 2-minute situation, up 5.
No, this Bengals offense, besides those 2 turnovers, have been on fire here today. So in this situation here, the last thing you can do is have an incompletion or go out of bounds. You need the clock to run off here, but Joe Brady gets ultra aggressive there on 2nd and 7 and calls the play action pass, and the Bengals make him pay.
So now it's a 3rd and 15. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Ty Johnson flared out to the left in the backfield. Allen in the shotgun. Play clock down to 5. Here's the snap. Back to pass. Pumps. Blitz coming. Steps up in the pocket. Allen going to run. Looking for the first down marker. Gets away from the defender, and he's got it. And slides down to the 43-yard line. How is he not your MVP? 18 yards on the scramble by Allen on 3rd and 15. Are you kidding me?
Josh Allen calls game there. Breaks away from the pass rush, able to escape up the field. He's now your leading rusher on the game for the Bills. 7 carries for 81 yards, and that one was huge. On 3rd and 15, you assume the Bills are going to have to punt this one away, give the Bengals the football with a shot for the win. Instead, Bills are going to put a knee on this one.
Bills in victory formation. Allen will take a knee. It was not easy, but the Bills are going to escape with a 39-34 victory as Allen appeals to the crowd and says, hey, be happy about this one. Get loud. What a game by Allen. Big plays by the defense in the second half turn this game around. And for the first time, the Buffalo Bills are going to get the best of Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals as they win 39-34 to improve to 9-4 on the season. Welcome back to Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough, Massachusetts. We do have snow coming down here as we get set for the opening coin toss. Full house here, Eric.
Yeah, this is a charged up atmosphere. This is about as energetic as I've seen Gillette Stadium since the days of Tom Brady playing quarterback for this team.
Cook to the right of Allen in the shotgun on 2nd and 11 from the Patriots 43. Two receivers left, one to the right. Here's the snap. Give us to Cook, working over the right side, lowers the shoulder, gets the first down and more, and he's finally tackled by Jalen Hawkins. But after a 12-yard gain and a first down, and they got to keep going back to that well.
Likely 4-down territory.
3rd and 5, Bills going empty. 2 to the left, 3 to the right. Allen in the shotgun, play clock down to 4. Here's the snap, 4-man rush. Back to pass, has time, gets it off to Dawson Knox for a first down and more. Up the far sideline and forced out of bounds at the 7. It's going to be 1st and goal, Buffalo. Cook to the left of Allen in the shotgun here on 2nd and goal. Orbit motion from Shakir. Here's the snap to Allen. Looking left, has Cook, and he skates into the end zone for the touchdown. The Cook is in the kitchen with a 5-yard touchdown reception as he beat the defender to the pylon for the score.
Josh Allen recognized that he had James Cook one-on-one against the linebacker Christian Ellis. There's a massive speed advantage there for the Bills. Josh makes the extremely fast decision to get that ball out to him. That's an easy score for the Bills. Great play call by Joe Brady coming out of that 2-minute warning. Had plenty of time to think of it with the TV timeout.
And the second half is now underway as he kicks it deep all the way to the end zone for Davis. Yard deep in the end zone, going to bring it out to the 20, 25, through a hole, 35, 40. Cuts it back, 50, and he's tackled from behind on a touchdown-saving tackle by Craig Woodson, the backup safety. But it's another huge return for Ray Davis. Allen under center here on 1st and 10 from the Patriots' 44-yard line. Cook the lone setback. Shavers in motion right to left. Hand off to Cook. Through a big hole. Cuts it back. Has a first down. Lowers the shoulder. And he's down to the Patriots' 33-yard line. Ty Johnson flared out to the right in the backfield. Allen in the shotgun. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Play clock down to 3. Here's the snap. Allen with a keeper. Going to run it over the left side. He's got the first down and more. Blocking ahead and all the way up the sideline as Keon Coleman blocks Christian Gonzalez out of bounds. 1st and goal, Buffalo from the 6 on a 20-yard run by Allen on the keeper.
Joe Brady dials up a QB draw to Josh Allen. Great blocking there by the offensive line. And then give Keon Coleman credit on the outside. 0-on-0. Keon Coleman on Christian Gonzalez. Drives him out of bounds to spring Josh Allen inside the 10.
3 tight ends set. They're all on the right side. Cook the lone setback. Allen under center. Coleman on the left. 2nd and goal from the 4. Fakes the handoff, play action. Rolling out, it's complete to Dawson Knox, who is into the end zone for a 4-yard touchdown reception. The tight ends back in the end zone again for Buffalo.
Josh Allen on a play action rollout, gets on the edge. Dawson Knox started out blocking on the play, which fooled the Patriots defense just enough to make their nickel Marcus Jones bite, and then that allowed Dawson Knox to get to the edge, get it just enough separation for Josh Allen to deliver his 2nd touchdown throw of the game.
And the 2nd touchdown of the season for Dawson Knox. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Stevenson in the backfield to the right of May in the shotgun. Play clock down to 6. Here's the snap. 5-man rush, has time, steps up, and he's caught in the pocket and dragged down for the sack. Matt Milano pulls him down, and it's the punt unit time for the Patriots.
Bills bring 5 at the line of scrimmage. Drake May hemmed in the pocket. Greg Rousseau caused the initial pressure, forces him into the arms of Matt Milano on the other side. Great job by Rousseau. Great job by Milano to finish that off, to start this second half off with a 3-and-out for the Patriots.
Play clock down to 4. Here's the snap. 4-man rush. Allen back to pass. Fires to the right side, and he's got a completion. And for a first down, before being wrestled down at the 48-yard line, is Joshua Palmer. It's an 18-yard pass play and a first down. Here's the snap. Handoff, Allen going to roll out to the right. Pumps, fires, he's got Hawes. First down and more as he's inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup as Marcus Jones made the tackle.
That's a great job by Allen on the move there. He had Harold Landry in pursuit of him. And if he throws it the first time, it's likely getting batted out of the air. So he pump fakes, gets Landry to pause and jump, and then gets the throw to Hawes on the outside once he has a clear passing lane.
Ray Davis into the game as the lone setback. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff. Allen back to pass. Dumps it off underneath. Complete to Ray Davis. Bust to the sideline. He's got the first down, and he's up the sideline inside the 20-yard line. First and goal from the 8. 3 receivers to the left, counting the tight end. 1 on the right. Cook to the right of Allen in the shotgun with 4:56 left in the third. Takes the snap. 4-man rush. Holds in the pocket. Fires. And it's complete on an unbelievable catch by Dalton Kincaid at the 2-yard line. Woodson on the tackle. It's a gain of 7. Second and goal from the 2. Big play here. Allen in the shotgun. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. And now Knox comes tighter to the formation. Cook to his right. Handoff goes to Cook, looking for the end zone, driving his leg, stretches, and he's in. No, they say he's short, down at the 1-yard line. He stretched for the goal line and put the ball on the goal line. He cannot believe he was not called in for a touchdown.
We're getting to see a replay in the booth now. We'll see if one of his knees was down before the stretch. This still needs to be challenged because this is
unquestionably a touchdown.
Yeah, James Cook sees the replay in the stadium. He's running towards the sideline. Sean McDermott also threw the challenge flag on the play. This one should be a touchdown, and this game's going to get tight here in Foxborough.
Cook extended his body, did not
Buffalo
let his knee touch the ground as he lunged for the end zone.
Was short of the goal line.
And he clearly reached the goal line.
It's unbelievable he was able to keep his knees and elbows up there, too.
So it's now 3rd and 25 from the Patriots' 42.
The one thing you can't do if you're the Bills here is either defensive holding or some type of penalty that would give the Patriots a free one on 3rd and 25.
3 to the right, 1 to the left. May in the shotgun. 4-man rush. Heaves it down the right sideline. He's looking for Mac Hollins. Tre'Davious White is there, and he made the catch. Was he in bounds for the interception? Yes, he was. Tre'Davious White. Takeaway Trey with the interception, and this game has flipped. Might want to get Josh on the move here, knowing that the Patriots may get exotic. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Allen in the shotgun here. Takes the snap. 4-man rush. Back to pass. Fires over the middle. Wide open. Dalton Kincaid at the 35-yard line for a first down. He was wide open. No one was within 10 yards of him. 4th and 3 with 11:25 and counting, left down 3. Here's the snap to Allen. Back to pass. Has time. Looking deep. He's got an open receiver. It's Shakir. And he pulls it in and draws a flag at the same time. Shakir caught the ball. They're calling pass interference on Marcus Jones.
Wow.
So it's a first down, Buffalo.
Josh takes a shot down the field on 4th and 2. 4th and 3, they ended up calling it.
2 tight end set, but they're split out to the left with Shakir. 2 on the right and an empty set. 3rd and goal from the 14. Here's the snap. 4-man rush. Allen steps up, fires, and he's got Knox in the end zone for a touchdown. Josh Allen with a laser to Dawson Knox for his 2nd touchdown reception of the game. And the Bills, for the first time, have come all the way back to take the lead.
Classic Josh Allen here. 3rd and 15, don't put the ball in harm's way. Tie the game up with a field goal. You got a chip shot. If you could just get about half of it back. Looked like he was going to take off and try and run for it. Instead, he finds Knox for his 2nd touchdown of the game on an absolute bullet thrown by Josh.
3 to the right, 1 to the left. Pumps, comes back to the left side. Ty Johnson gets away from a tackle, lowers the shoulder, and he's got a first down. He's out to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 12 and a fresh set of downs for Buffalo. Bunch formation left with Reggie Gilliam into the game. Cook to the left of Allen in the shotgun, and now Cook's in the backfield to his right. Allen making a check at the line as the Patriots fans are shouting insults at the officials. Allen back to pass, fires over the middle. It's complete to Shakir, stretching for the first down marker, and he's got it. He's down to the 20-yard line as it's a gain of 12 and a first down. Receiver to each side. It's a two tight end set. Cook the lone setback on 2nd and 1 with 6:58 and counting left. Bills down 31-28. Here's the snap. Hand off to Cook. Lowers the shoulder. Looking for the end zone, and he's in. James Cook with a trifecta of touchdowns. Punches it in on an 11-yard touchdown run, and the Bills are back in front 34-31 with an extra point pending.
Right off the right side of that offensive line. And if that play looked familiar, Chris, that's the play they ran 29 times against the Steelers. A duo play with Shavers motioning in right behind the tight ends on the right-hand side. And Cook makes one guy miss. Hawkins in the hole, and it's a touchdown.
Two receivers to the right, one to the left. May in the shotgun here. Takes the snap. Back to pass. Pressure coming. He's wrapped up, and he's dropped for a sack. Matt Milano with his second takedown of the game.
That's a big boy play by Matt Milano. He runs right through the rookie Henderson, who was trying to pass block him, and he takes down Drake May in the pocket with one arm to get the sack to bring up the 3rd and 12 on the play. Matt Milano played his college ball right down the road at Boston College, comes up with a big-time play there.
Here's the snap. May back to pass. Pocket collapsing, but has time. Fires to the right side, and it's incomplete to no one in particular. Travion Henderson, the only one remotely close to that pass. It's incomplete, and the offense is going to stay on the field for New England. This is the game here.
This is likely the game. New England still has 3 timeouts, so do the Bills. It's one of those situations where if you're Mike Vrabel, you could punt this one away and make a bet on your defense, but then you're likely going to be backed up again without any timeouts. So Mike Vrabel's going to roll the dice here on 4th and 4.
It's officially 4th and 5 from the 22. Snap to May. Back to pass. Nobody open. Pressure coming. Rolling out to his right. Fires, and it's batted out of the air by Joey Bosa. Incomplete. It's a turnover on downs for Buffalo. And that'll send the New England fans up the stairs and out of the stadium with 1:51 left.
Wow. Bills bring 4 on the play and actually drop Joey Bosa into coverage as Drake May goes to scramble outside the pocket. That's when Joey Bosa adds on to the play, able to get a hand on that ball that I believe was intended for Stephon Diggs coming across the middle. And so now the Bills are going to take over at the New England 22-yard line with a chance to ice this game. If they can pick up these final 2 yards, this game is over. In what looked like an absolutely improbable situation for the Bills to get back in this game when they found themselves down 21-0. They got a chance to ice this football game right here.
Ty Johnson and James Cook in the backfield. Offset eye. Allen under center on 3rd and 2. Play clock down to 4. 3. Here's the snap. Hand off to the up man, Ty Johnson, and he's got the first down, and that'll put this game on ice. Allen will line up again in victory formation as the Bills come in and stun the division-leading Patriots. They even the Steven series, and the division is still up for grabs. Welcome to Week 16. Chris Brown, Eric Wood coming to you live from 3 tight end set here. Cook the lone setback. Allen under center on 2nd and 4. Here's the snap. Handoff to Cook. Cuts it to the left side. Breaks a tackle and drags defenders out to the 35-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain and a first down. He's in the offset eye with Allen under center on 1st and 10 from the 35. Here's the snap. Pitch play right. Cook working his way through traffic into the secondary, and he's out to midfield. Another big run, this time for 15 yards. 8-10 and counting left in this opening quarter. The Bills on the move. 2nd and 4 from the Cleveland 44. 3 tight end set. Cook back into the game. Allen under center here. As Kincaid comes over to the right side of the formation. Here's the snap. Hand off to Cook. Cuts it back through a hole, and he's off and cuts it back again into the secondary. 25-20, cuts it near side. 10-5, James Cook is in the kitchen. What a run by Cook, 44 yards to the end zone.
What a play by James Cook there. Goes right up the middle of the defense and then puts the safety in an absolute blender on the back end there. James Cook having an incredible season for the Buffalo Bills, having a strong start to this one. James Cook already up to, we haven't got the update here on it, should be already up to 67 yards here to start this one after the opening drive.
2nd and 13 from the 31. With 3:06 and counting left in this opening quarter, tied at 7. Sanders in the shotgun, back to pass, pumps, fires, it's tipped in the air and intercepted by Jordan Poyer, who's coming the other way, and he's tackled at the 39-yard line. Oh, the Bills get a huge break there off the pass deflection. It popped right off the chest pads into the air, and the veteran Poyer pulled it in. 2 receivers right. 2 to the left, counting the tight end, Knox. Back to pass is Allen, rolling right, looking for an opening. Now cuts it back, throws it to Davis. And he's got the ball into Cleveland territory as he made the catch behind him and got yards after the catch down to the 46. So 1st and 10 from the Cleveland 46. 2 tight ends set, they're on the right. Shavers in motion right to left. Fakes the handoff to Davis, rolling out in hot pursuit is Diabate, but he gets the ball off. It's complete to Hawes, who fights away from a tackle by Bush and gets 8 extra yards after the catch. He's down to the 28-yard line. It's an 18-yard catch and run by Hawes. Bills back on the ball quickly. Allen under center. Handoff to Ty Johnson. Looks like the same exact run play, and he's got the first down as he's down to the 2-yard line. It's 1st and goal, Buffalo, with 13:10 left and counting in the half.
It wouldn't surprise me to see the exact same play inside zone to the left with a cutback.
Allen right back on the ball and under center. Ty Johnson, the lone setback. Motion right to left from Shakir. Handoff to Johnson, and he races into the end zone for an easy 2-yard touchdown run. He hands the ball to Deion Dawkins, who spikes it with authority as the Bills, on their opening 2 drives, have 2 more rushing touchdowns on the season.
There's no better feeling when the defense knows what's coming and you're still able to run it in.
3rd and goal from the 4. Gabriel in the shotgun. Motion from Corley left to right. Here's the snap. Gabriel back to pass. Lefty steps up in the pocket, looks to take off and run, and he's sacked. Greg Rousseau got him on the peel back. He circled back off his initial pass rush arc and grabbed Gabriel by the ankles for the sack, and the field goal unit will come on for Cleveland. 3 receivers to the left, tight end right side, and now Johnson flares out to the right as well on 2nd and 10. Play clock down to 2. Here's the snap. 4-man rush, back to pass, fires, and it's complete to Shakir on a crossing route. Gets out of the tackle, and he's got the first down. He's out to midfield. Khalil Shakir, Mr. Yards after the catch, rolls up 18 on that one. Offset eye here from the Bills with Ty Johnson and James Cook in the backfield. Allen under center on 1st and 10 from the midfield stripe. Here's the snap, pitch play right. Cook with plenty of running room into the secondary, lowers the shoulder and dragging tacklers all the way down to the 37-yard line. It's a 13-yard rip from James Cook. Offset eye, motion from Hawes. Fakes the handoff to Cook. Wide open, Shavers at the 20. Racing to the far sideline. And he's out of bounds at the 11-yard line. Bills back up on the ball. Allen under center. Cook the lone setback. Motion from Shavers right to left. Another handoff to Cook. Bends it back. Reaching for the end zone. And he's got it for the touchdown. James Cook extends the arm to the goal line. And for the 2nd time this afternoon, the Cook is in the kitchen.
What a start by James Cook. Give credit to this offensive line as well, because James Cook has gotten a lot of yards in this one before contact as he's rolling over the rookie linebacker Schlesinger there. He's able to just barely extend that ball out across the goal line for the score.
Here on 1st and 10 from the 32. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Here's the snap. Rolling right is Sanders, back to pass, looking deep. And the pass is batted out of the air, and it's intercepted. picked off by Daquan Jones. Joey Bosa batted the pass up in the air, and for the second time, a deflection goes for an interception for Buffalo.
Opportunistic defense being played here today. No punts on the day for this Browns offense, but they've been able to force 2 turnovers. That ball batted straight up in the air. They went with the play-action rollout. Bosa stays home, bats that ball straight up in the air as Fannin Jr. was trying to block him on the play. That's a big-time play by Bosa to cause the turnover here early in the second half.
And it's a reverse end around as it goes to Isaiah Bond. They've got it sniffed out as Cole Bishop buries him in the backfield with an open field tackle for a 1-yard loss. They ran that play in the first half with success. Nothing doing that time.
Yeah, this time Cole Bishop was in a perfect position, staying home on the backside, gets a tackle for loss. I believe that's the first tackle for loss of the game for the Bills. Read nicely there by Cole Bishop, who saw the blocker trying to release out on the backside.
2nd and 11 here. Sanders going to work from the shotgun. Williams to his left in the backfield, 2 receivers right. Here's the snap. Back to pass, fires, goes underneath, complete to Jerry Jeudy, and Taron Johnson drops him at the line of scrimmage. It's a 1-yard gain on the 2nd and 11. It'll bring up 3rd and 10.
Shedeur Sanders not trying to push the ball down the field hardly at all throughout this one, relying on his guys to make plays after the catch. Anticipated there by Taron Johnson. He's able to come up and lay a big hit.
Big 3rd down here. Bills fans trying to get loud to help their defense out. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Sanders in the shotgun with Williams to his right. Here's the snap. Blitz coming. They block it up. Pass complete underneath to Tillman, but he's dropped and tackled by Joey Bosa, 2 yards short of the line to gain. And decision time here for Cleveland, who looks like they're going to keep their offense on the field for a 4th and 2.
Yeah, you're eliminated from the playoffs already. You might as well be aggressive in this situation. The way your defense has been playing, you wouldn't feel bad about kicking this ball away. But Kevin Stefanski's going to roll the dice.
Bills fans getting into it here on the road. Sanders in the shotgun on 4th and 2. Then the Bills defense do it again. 5-man rush, pocket collapsing. Rousseau in pursuit, and he drops him for a huge sack. Greg Rousseau with a gigantic play to force a turnover on downs. He drops Sanders at the 30-yard line.
Greg Rousseau completely lifts Cam Robinson pretty much off his feet on the play, throws him back into the lineman. Shedeur Sanders absolutely nowhere to go on the play. Generally, Rousseau's rushing from the opposite side. There he's rushing on Sanders' backside, able to come up with a massive sack.
Gun empty set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Bills sending blitz, and they've got him wrapped up and dropped for a sack. Greg Rousseau and Jordan Poyer meet at the quarterback for the takedown. Sanders from the shotgun, back to pass, and he's wrapped up again by Greg Rousseau. Are they going to call in the grasp, or it's going to be intentional
this
grounding?
Should be. It's either a sack at the 1 or this is going to be intentional grounding. I don't think he's in the end zone. If he's in the end zone, it's a safety. I think this one is going to be just outside of the goal line as he released it.
Officer number 12. Spot foul. Loss it down. 4th down.
He just got rid of the ball as Rousseau wrapped him up.
Likely put Gilliam in motion to get him on the push here.
That's exactly what happens. He lines up behind Allen. There's the push, and Allen got shoved pretty hard, banged his head into a defender, and snapped his neck awkwardly. That did not feel good for Josh Allen. Hopefully he's okay and can get up.
But that gives the game to the Bills. And so this is a hard-fought matchup in Cleveland, a lot tighter than many fans and many around the country thought this would be. But the Bills are going to escape with the win and get their 11th win of the season. They'll advance to 11-4.
Certainly wasn't easy, but the Bills escaped with a 23-20 victory here in Cleveland to improve to 11-4 on the season and stay right where they are, holding serve in the AFC wild card race. Good afternoon. We hope you had a wonderful Christmas and holiday week, Bills Mafia. We have reached week 17, and it's a heavyweight matchup in this late afternoon kickoff as the 11-4 Buffalo Bills host the defending Super Bowl champion 10-5 Philadelphia Eagles here at a soggy Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Chris Brown, Eric Wood coming to you live. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Allen under center here on 2nd and 7. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff. Play action over the middle. It's complete to Knox, who lowers the shoulder and is tackled by Blankenship, but it's a first down for Buffalo as he's out to the 28-yard line. It's a 15-yard pass play.
Hard play action utilized by the Bills, gets the linebackers to suck up into the line of scrimmage, and Dawson Knox goes right behind him, able to run away from Blankenship, who was in man coverage there to pick up the first.
Allen in the shotgun here on 1st and 10 from the 28. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Cook to the left of him in the backfield. He's going to get the handoff, bend it to the left side, shakes the defender up the sideline, and he's got the first down. It's a 10-yard scamper by James Cook. Oh, he shook the corner, Quinyon Mitchell, out of his shoes.
Yeah, Cook saw one-on-one with a corner on the outside, and that's a situation where James Cook is going to bet on himself in those situations.
3rd and 3 here for Buffalo. Ty Johnson into the game to the left of Allen, the shotgun. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Here's the snap. Allen going to take it and run himself. Has some openings out to the 40 and tripped up at the 41-yard line, or he might still be running. Well, he looked awfully limber on that carry.
We didn't think we'd see any design quarterback runs for Josh coming into this game with a foot injury, but Joe Brady dials one up here, and they get enough of the defenders up front. Josh Allen able to break through that first wave of defenders and then tripped up, or else this could have been an even bigger play.
Bunch formation left here on 2nd and 7, and now Shavers comes over to the right side in motion. Ray Davis to the right of Allen in the shotgun. 4:33 and counting left in the third. Play clock down to 3. Here's the snap. Blitz coming. Allen back to pass. They block it up. Looking down the right sideline for Shavers, who goes up, and does he pull it in? He does! An unbelievable catch by Tyrell Shavers, who climbed the ladder and snatched it off the roof.
He is eligible, 70.
So 3rd and 1 from the 2. They need a yard to get the first down, obviously 2 to get in the end zone. Cook the lone setback, Allen under center. Reggie Gilliam lines up behind Josh, and it's a shove, and Allen bowling his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Josh Allen finally gets Buffalo on the board with a 2-yard sneak for the score. And with that touchdown, Josh Allen now has 300 in his NFL career, becoming the fastest and the youngest to 300 offensive touchdowns in league history. I formation with the tight end Goddard in front of Barkley. Late motion from Smith left to right. It's a pitch play left to Barkley. Looking to cut it back. He's tripped up and upended. Dropped for a 5-yard loss. Now they're going to give his forward progress to the 26. It's a 4-yard loss. Matt Milano with the tackle for loss. And man, has he been something the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, Matt Milano and Shaq Thompson were flying. Shaq Thompson takes out Dallas Goedert, the lead blocker. Matt Milano outruns the offensive lineman trying to take an angle to get him to drop Saquon for a 4-yard loss on the play.
Hurts in the shotgun with Barkley to his right. Here's the snap, 4-man rush. Looking deep down the right sideline for Smith, and it's incomplete. Broken up by Benford, who made a tremendous play on some catch-up speed to get there. Smith had a step on him, and Benford made it up before the ball arrived. It's punt time for Philly. It's officially a 4th and 10 after the 1-yard loss. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right with Allen in the shotgun. Ty Johnson to his left. Here's the snap. Back to pass. Fires. It's caught. It's a hook and ladder, and it's going for a first down. Up over midfield and out of bounds into Eagles territory. The hook and ladder works again. Tyrell Shavers with the pitch to Johnson, and it's a fresh set of downs for Buffalo.
It's a gutsy play call there, and executed to perfection as Nolan Smith was coming free off the backside. Josh gets that ball away just in time.
Allen under center. Cook is the deep setback. Reggie Gilliam over on the left. and now lines up behind Allen. They go to push him over the goal line, and he is in for his second rushing touchdown of the game. The Eagles get a taste of their own medicine with a tush push for the score. Good afternoon. Happy New Year, Bills Mafia. Welcome to Orchard Park, New York, where we've reached Week 18 and what will be the final regular season game in the 53rd and final season of Highmark Stadium's existence as the home of the 11-5 Buffalo Bills. Today, the Bills play host to a team that played in the first regular season game against Buffalo in this building back on September 30th, 1973, the New York Jets. And Eric, I'm sure you will have a lot of personal memories flashing through your head as we call this final game here in this radio broadcast booth. What comes to mind for you first?
Yeah, so many memories here as a player and now working on the radio broadcast, and honestly just filled with gratitude that got to play my entire career in front of these fans in this stadium, and then now to still be a part of it in a small way here working on the radio broadcast and being able to still each and every home game be here in this stadium, experience the walk-in, just so many memories, and got to bring my family up for one last home game last week, which was really special.
Yeah, you've spent two careers in this building. 95% of my broadcast career has been spent in this building as well. I want to take a moment to welcome in one of the many alumni back for his final game here today. Third-round pick in 1983, second-round pick in 1983.
Don't shortchange my man.
He gonna shortchange me because they always do that.
Second-round pick in 1983 out of West Virginia, a two-time first-team All-Pro, two-time Pro Bowler, four-time AFC champ, and Bills Wall of Famer Darryl Talley joining us. Thanks for the time, Darryl. I've asked you and other legends thus far, knowing this is the last game here in Highmark Stadium, a lot of memories probably come flashing to the front of your brain. I know you've told us you grew up here, you became a man here, but what is in the forefront of your brain on this day here today?
Wow. Right now, it's the calm before the storm, the way I look at it. I'm looking at it in a way where we've got to come out, play the game very hard, very fast, and say goodbye to a place that I grew up in, and Western New York became winners.
You never got the chance to wear the red helmets, did you, Eric? Or?
I did my rookie year.
Rookie year, okay.
Started off with those and switched to the white helmets in 2010.
Ray Davis deep to return for Buffalo as we get set for kickoff in this, the last game hosted by Highmark Stadium. Josh Allen is out there, and he's going to get the start as expected. How long he plays is another story. James Cook, the lone setback to his left in the backfield. Shavers in motion left to right. Handoff to Cook. Over the right side, through a hole, and leaning forward. And he's right near the first down marker. It's easily a gain of 9. The spot will determine whether the sticks move. And now Josh Allen will exit to a round of applause as Mitch Trubisky checks into this game. Reggie Gilliam has checked into the game. Offset eye from the Bills with Trubisky under center. Receiver to each side. Play clock down to 5. Late motion from Hawes. Here's the snap. Coming over the right side is Davis. Going to bounce it outside. He's got the corner. Up the sideline and forced out of bounds at the 30-yard line. It's a 17-yard scamper for Ray Davis. Under 8.5 left opening quarter, and the Bills are still on their opening possession. 1st and 10 from the Jets 17. Offset eye. Fakes the handoff. Trubisky back to pass, wide open, and in the end zone for the touchdown is Dawson Knox. A 17-yard touchdown strike from Trubisky to Knox. And the Bills are on the board first here in Week 18.
Bills run hard play action. Dawson Knox releases down that right sideline, completely uncovered. Easy pitch and catch there by Mitch Trubisky. Dawson Knox went out like he was going to be a blocker on the play, and the Jets just let him go by scot-free. And that's an easy touchdown that brings Dawson Knox up to 4 touchdowns on the season.
2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Trubisky in the shotgun, takes the snap, back to pass, throws in the right flat, complete to Davis, gets around the defender and up the sideline, 30, out to the 40, and forced out of bounds at the 42-yard line by Keydron Smith It's a 21-yard catch and run by Ray Davis. Reggie Gilliam on the field. He's off to the right side. Davis the deep setback. Trubisky under center here. Tight end Kincaid and a receiver to the left side. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff, play action. Back to pass, has time. And wide open is Dalton Kincaid at the 42-yard line. Dalton Kincaid is eating here early. Trubisky in the shotgun. Johnson to his right in the backfield. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Dumps it down to Ty Johnson. Gets to the near sideline. Lowers his shoulder and gets a few extra yards, but is still going to be way short of the first down marker. And a flag comes in late. Pistol look here. And now Trubisky going to motion out. It's a Wildcat handoff. That direct snap to Ty Johnson, who races into the end zone completely untouched for a 7-yard touchdown run. Well, the Jets were completely asleep at the wheel on that one. They didn't even lay a hand on Ty Johnson. And he goes in for his third rushing touchdown of the season.
There's a new wrinkle by Joe Brady. We haven't seen any Wildcat snaps this season. Great snap there by Van Pran-Granger. It's a longer snap on those Wildcat formations. Good snap and good execution there by the Bills.
Two tight ends set here for the Jets on 4th and 1, and the crowd into it now, trying to help their defense get a stop and a turnover on downs. It's 4th and about a half yard in between the 49 and 48 in Buffalo territory. Cook gonna work from the shotgun. Crowd getting loud now. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff. Now pitches it forward, and it rolls out of bounds. Pressure from A.J. Epinesa as he caught Cook between a rock and a hard place. It's a turnover on downs for Buffalo.
They tried to run an option out to the left-hand side. Brady Cook unable to make an accurate toss out to Herbert on the play with A.J. Epinesa barreling down on him. So this Bills offense is going to take over right around midfield at their own 49-yard line.
Offset eye for the Bills on 1st and 10. Ray Davis, the deep setback. He's going to fake the handoff is Trubisky. Play action complete to Gabe Davis on a crosser to the far sideline. It's a first down and more as he's down to the 33-yard line in Jets territory. It's a 16-yard pass play. Trubisky under center. Fakes the handoff, play action again. Pressure coming from Briggs. Throws it down the right sideline, and it's complete to Reggie Gilliam for just his second reception of the season. And it's a big one because it sets the Bills up right outside the 10-yard line. Two receivers tight to the formation on the right. Palmer on the left. Fakes the handoff, rolls right, has Ray Davis reaching for the end zone, and he spun into the end zone for the touchdown. Ray Davis with his second receiving touchdown of the season. And the Bills are cooking up 20-0 with an extra point pending.
Great game management there by Mitch Trubisky. He sees it's man-to-man coverage based upon the motion. He gets to an alert, which checks it to that play action, knowing that he'll be able to get the ball to Ray Davis out in the flat, who takes it in for the score.
And Ray Davis landed on the tackler, Jamie Sherwood, at the 1, so he was never down. Cook in the shotgun here, going to go empty again. 3 to the right, 2 to the left. And now Wangu, the running back, comes back in for protection to the left of Cook in the backfield. Play clock down to 4. Here's the snap. Back to pass, pressure coming, steps up in the pocket, but he can't get away. He's wrapped up and dropped by T.J. Sanders.
T.J. Sanders' first sack on the season, injured for a lot of this season, and then was forced to play defensive end when he came back. He's looked good these last few weeks playing defensive tackle. The Jets were extremely aggressive in the first half, going forward on 4th down. So on 4th and inches, Aaron Glenn, as expected, is going to leave his offense on the field to try and pick up this conversion.
So 4th and about a half a foot, not even half a yard.
This crowd really getting behind this defense. It's loud in here.
Tight formation. Lone setback is Herbert. Here's the snap. It's a sneak by Cook. And it looks like, based on the forward progress, he may not have gotten it. The line judge on the far side had him with the first down. The near side judge with the ball on the left hash said, "No way, Jose. It's a turnover on downs." Trubisky under center. Ray Davis the lone setback. Bunch formation right, single receiver left. Here's the snap. Handoff goes to Davis through a giant hole up the middle. First down and more. And he's wrestled down at the 40-yard line. Here's the snap. Handoff fake. Rollout by Trubisky. Fires. Looking at the goal line, and it's complete. It's Keon Coleman, who's marked down right at the 1. Diving grab by Coleman. It'll be first and goal, Buffalo. I formation here from the Bills. 4th and goal from the 2. And now Gilliam motions to the right wing. Motion from the tight end, Latu. Trubisky back to pass. Looking right. Now back to the left. Back to the middle. And Gabe Davis just mossed the defender for a 2-yard touchdown reception. He reached over him, pulled the ball back, and Gabe Davis is having his biggest night since he put the Bills uniform back on this season.
That was an incredible catch by Gabe Davis, reaching over Taylor, the cornerback for the Jets, to be able to pick this one in for the touchdown. What a play.
Davis in orbit motion on this 2-point conversion attempt. Trubisky looking near side, and it's complete for a 2-point conversion to Keon Coleman. Back shoulder throw in the front left corner of the end zone, and the Bills have now made it 29-0. 6:43 left in the third, and they're up 29-0. Snap to Trubisky, rolling right, looking left, fires over the middle to a wide open Keon Coleman at midfield. Taking off and going to the 40, 35, and down to the 31-yard line. One of the biggest pass plays of the season for Keon Coleman. Goes for 37 big ones. Trubisky under center. Burst motion from Palmer. Handoff goes to Davis, cuts it back through a giant hole. First down and more. 40, 35, and down to the 32-yard line. Ray Davis is going to be flirting with a 100-yard rushing day as that one goes for 23. Trubisky under center. Davis the lone setback. Burst motion again from Palmer to the right side. Handoff to Davis. Cuts it back again through the exact same hole and almost broke into the clear. But making a touchdown-saving tackle was Keydron Clark. That goes for 13 and another first down. And Ray Davis is up over 100 rushing yards for the first time. First and goal from the 6. Bills up 29-0 with 12:25 left and counting here in the final game at Highmark Stadium. Ty Johnson back in. He's the lone setback. 2 receivers tight right, 1 to the left. And now Palmer retreats to the right side. Here's the snap. Trubisky rolling right, complete to Ty Johnson, and he shakes the tackle. He's in for the touchdown. The same play that they scored on in the first half works like a charm here in the fourth quarter, and there's another 6 on the board for Buffalo.
Snow flying in the stands in front of us, looking like confetti out of the broadcast booth as fans are throwing it up in the air, celebrating that 5th touchdown for the Bills on the day. And they're going to...
As we wind down the final seconds here of this last regular season game broadcast, we want to take time to recognize and acknowledge the countless number of families and friends that have spent many Sundays, Monday nights, and Thursday nights here over the years. You chose this place, Highmark Stadium, as your destination to tailgate together, share meals together, celebrate together, and at times suffer together. Moms and dads shared many days with sons and daughters. Grandparents and grandkids enjoyed a common bond of the Bills here despite the generation gap. Strangers that sat next to one another became acquaintances over the course of an afternoon. Season ticket neighbors became friends with the same faces they saw here season after season. Some families went wire to wire from August 1973 through to January 2026. We all braved weather here that only places like Chicago, Cleveland, and Green Bay can say hits the same. No one's game attendance story is any better than anyone else's, because what Highmark Stadium has always been to the people of Western New York is a shared experience. And I know the unwavering loyalty and support that Bills Mafia has provided is enormously appreciated by those of us who work for this Bills organization, as well as Terry and Kim Pagula, the owners and stewards of this club. The best part of these last 53 seasons is we all had the privilege of living this weekly fall ritual together. So I'm honored to have narrated you through just a small part of it here with Eric Wood, knowing Van Miller did most of the heavy lifting on this side of the radio with a solid assist from John Murphy. We look forward to seeing you across the street next season in our brand new home. But to this Highmark Stadium, I think I speak for all of Bills Mafia when I say you will be missed. Thanks for the memories, old friend. Over the last 53 seasons, there is no place we would have rather been. For Eric Wood and all of us here on the Buffalo Bills radio network, Chris Brown saying thank you, Bills Mafia, for showing up for 53 seasons. Good afternoon, Bills Mafia. It's playoff time, and Buffalo's path to Super Bowl 60 will be a bit different than previous years, as they will be on the road. Welcome to Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville, Florida, as we get you ready for this AFC wildcard matchup between the 12-5 Buffalo Bills and the AFC South Division champion Jacksonville Jaguars, who come into the game with a mark of 13-4. Chris Brown, Eric Wood here to take you through today's action. ETN, the lone setback, two receivers left, and Lawrence under center on 1st and 10. Here's the snap, and it's an end around. Goes to Parker Washington, and the Bills have that sniffed out. Matt Milano with a tackle for loss. That's going to go for a loss of 3. 2nd and 10 here from the 39 in Jacksonville territory. Lawrence in the shotgun, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Tootin into the game to the right of Lawrence in the backfield. Here's the snap, back to pass, 4-man rush, fires over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Shaq Thompson, coming the other way, 40, 35, and he's upended and tackled at the 32-yard line. Trevor Lawrence made the tackle, but he also threw the interception. It's his 6th INT in 3 career playoff games.
Shaq Thompson reached Trevor Lawrence like a book there.
So a 50-yard attempt, snap, hold down, kick by Prater is long enough, and it is good. So with 2:54 left, the Bills get 3 points off the interception by Shaq Thompson and have an early 3-0 lead with 2:54 left in this opening quarter. This is Buffalo Bills football. So it's 4th and 2. We'll try it again. 11:21 left in the half. Jags up 7-3. 2 receivers right with the tight end off the right side. Lawrence in the shotgun with ETN to his left. Play clock down to 4. Here's the snap. And it's a keeper by Lawrence who lunges forward, and we're going to have to see where the spot has him. He's right at the marker.
We're waiting to see from the officials here. Bills obviously saying he didn't get it.
We have an official's timeout for a virtual measurement.
So it's going to depend where they decide his knee is down. The football lands right at the line to gain as we watch it on replay, but it's hard to tell if his knee is down or not.
I'm just going to say it looks like he just barely got it because he was able to keep his knees up, it appears. This is what in the old days it would be a, all the suspense of the chains being extended. And we're getting to see a replay now. And they're saying he got it by about 2 inches. And so now the Jags are going to be 1st and goal from the Bills' 7-yard line as the Jags roll the dice, run a read option play. Trevor Lawrence keeps for the 1st.
So it'll be 1st and goal from the 7 with 11:04 left in the half, and the Jags up 7-3 and threatening to add to that lead.
It's so close, but as we get to see another replay, his knee was down. I don't know if Shaq Thompson touched him yet, though, and he wasn't giving himself up. He was diving forward, so this would be tough to overturn. Man, that's a close call in such a big situation in the game. Sean McDermott standing on the sideline, throws the red challenge flag, understanding that with the magnitude of this play this could be a game changer if they do, in fact, rule him down.
Buffalo is challenging the ruling on the field of a first down. We'll review the play.
Well, Sean McDermott made a challenge, and it got overturned. It is not a first down for Jacksonville. It is a turnover on downs for Buffalo's defense. They ruled that his knee was down before he reached the line to gain, and Shaq Thompson made the tackle. So the Bills will take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line. 3 receivers to the left, counting the tight end, Kincaid, 1 to the right. Cook in the backfield to the left of Allen in the shotgun on 2nd and 6. Here's the snap. It's a screen play to Shakir. He's got blockers in front, sidesteps a defender, and is up the sideline for extra yardage. And he's out of bounds at the 27-yard line. So a nice gain there. Oluwakin finally forced him over the Bills sideline. Receiver to each side, and now Shavers doubles back to the right side. So 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Cook the lone setback. Allen under center. Pitch play left. Cook hits the hole, and he's through it into the secondary and down at the 44-yard line. It's a first down for Buffalo. Motion from Cooks right to left. Fakes the handoff, back to pass. Has time. Looking deep left sideline. And a flag comes in late. Did he make the catch? Yes, he did. A heck of a reception there by Cooks. And PI probably as well. 2 receivers to the right. Tight end left. And Cook flared out to the left in the backfield. Now comes back next to Josh Allen in the shotgun. Here on 2nd and 10 from the Jags 44. Here's the snap. 4-man rush. Back to pass. Fires down the right sideline. Complete to Keon Coleman at the 25. Shakes a defender, and he's up the sideline and out of bounds at the 8-yard line. It's 1st and goal, Buffalo, on a 32-yard pass play. Crowd getting loud here for the Jacksonville hometown defense. 2 receivers left. Ray Davis on the right. Allen in the shotgun. Here's the snap. It's a give to Allen. Lowers the shoulder, and he's over the goal line and in for the touchdown.
The ruling on the field is a touchdown.
Josh Allen lowers the shoulder, gets into the end zone, and the Bills have the lead back again. 3 to the right, 2 to the left on 3rd and 9. Crowd is into it for Jacksonville. Here's the snap. Blitz coming. It's a tunnel screen to Shakir. Spins off a tackle, and he's got the first down. Oh, Mr. Old Reliable with some yards after the catch, and the sticks will move. Allen, the shotgun, Cook to his right. Fakes the handoff, rolling right, pressure coming, has to get rid of it. It's complete over the middle. Shakir with another grab into Jaguars territory at the 45. Allen took a shot on that play, but it goes for 18. Snap by Ferguson, hold by Wisnowski, kick by Prater is long enough, and it is good. So with 8:12 left in this 3rd quarter, the Bills widen their lead. They're now up by 6, 13-7. 3 receivers left, counting the tight end, 1 to the right. Ray Davis to the right of Allen in the shotgun. Here's the snap. 4-man rush, and the pass is complete out to Kincaid along the near sideline for a first down. Gabe Davis, the lone receiver, left. And now Knox doubles back to the right side in motion. Cook the lone setback. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff. Allen going to roll right. Back to pass. Fires over the middle. And it's complete to Dawson Knox for a big gainer down the middle of the field. He's marked down at the 27-yard line. Andrew Wingard in coverage. Big pass play over the middle. Allen in the shotgun. Shakir to his right. Cook to his left. In the backfield. Coleman on the right. Shavers on the left. Late orbit motion from Shakir. Fakes the pass there. Looks for Kincaid, and he's got him! Who carries it into the end zone for the touchdown! Dalton Kincaid strikes from 15 yards out, and the Bills have the lead back again.
And the Bills have plenty of time here. You can stay honest and try and keep this Jaguars defense honest with some handoffs at times. But the game on the line, the season on the line, it's going to come down to number 17 out here.
He's in the shotgun. Ray Davis flared out to the right in the backfield. Here's the snap. Back to pass. Fires. It's complete to Khalil Shakir, who gets 9 yards on the reception. He's out to the 43-yard line. Actually, they mark him at the 42. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right, along with the tight end Kincaid. Allen going to work from the shotgun. Here's the snap. Back to pass. Blitz coming. Allen has to throw it down the far side. He's got Cooks, who's got it at the 20-yard line. Allen beats the blitz. So a 3rd and 4 here. And Eric, this is a 3rd and manageable. Got to come up with something good, though.
Yep, you got 2 downs to pick up 4 yards here with the season on the line. We'll see what Joe Brady dials up here. This crowd is deafening down here in Jacksonville.
3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, along with the tight end, Knox. No backs on the field. Allen in the shotgun on 3rd and 4. Play clock down to 5. Here's the snap. Quick hitter to Shakir. Looks to shake a defender. And I don't know if he got to the first down marker. He did get a favorable spot from the near side line judge. He's right at the 10-yard line. And they're going to say 4th down.
It's going to be 4th and inches. If you're the Bills here, I think you got to bring in Gilliam. You go with the QB sneak here.
Alec Anderson in as the 6th offensive lineman. Allen's going to go under center here. Reggie Gilliam right behind him. Here's the snap. And they've got the 1st down and more. They're still pushing him. The forward surge. Did he get into the end zone? He did for the touchdown. Josh Allen gets the 1st down and the touchdown as the offensive line and Reggie Gilliam carried him to pay dirt.
That's unbelievable. I've never seen that in my life. Inside the red zone.
The ruling on the field
I
of a
think they're
touchdown is under review.
I think he might be just short, which actually might be a good thing for the Bills to be able to then at least force Jacksonville to try and use the remaining timeouts. I think he's going to be down at the 1-yard line. What an effort there.
Unless they rule that he did not touch the ground because he was on a defender or a teammate.
Yeah, he was rolling over the top of Antonio Johnson, but I believe they're going to say that his rear end came down just shy of it, which honestly, at least...
After reviewing the play, the runner was down, short of the goal line.
Yeah, so this is actually probably a good thing for the Bills here, as now Liam Cohen's going to have to use his final timeout.
Reggie Gilliam and James Cook both into the game. Gilliam behind Allen. Here's the snap. There's the surge, and I think they largely let him score on purpose. There was not much impedance there as Josh Allen is in for the 1-yard touchdown run to give the Bills the lead with 1:02 left in the game.
Big boy spike there by Spencer Brown and Matt Prater. This is a big-time PAT coming up here. Yeah, their Jacksonville defenders were backing up. Their nose guard, Devon Hamilton, was actually moving backwards on the snap to make sure they scored. And if I'm Jacksonville, I like that strategy.
With Allen's 2nd touchdown of the game, empty set. Lawrence back to pass, looking on an inbreaker. Broken up and intercepted! Picked off by Cole Bishop! Game, set, match! Buffalo's gonna win the wild card game here in Jacksonville!
Across the middle, pops up in the air. We mentioned it multiple times throughout this game. Balls have been tipped up in the air, and they fell innocently to the turf. Tre'Davious White comes up with a big-time pass breakup there. Cole Bishop, Johnny on the spot to get the interception, and the Bills are going to advance in the playoffs. Cole Bishop comes up with the big-time interception, his 4th pick on the season.
Tre'Davious White with his 3rd pass breakup of the game tips the ball on an in-breaking route for Jacoby Myers and into the waiting arms of Cole Bishop, and Josh Allen is going to kneel this one out. May have to do it one more time as the Bills are going to escape from Jacksonville with a well-earned 27-24 victory. The Jaguars coming into this game were 3-0 at home in wild card history, 2-0 against the Bills in playoff history. That all comes to an end this afternoon as your Buffalo Bills are coming home with a W. 27-24 over the Jacksonville Jaguars here in the wild card round.